Ferrall Show. There's so much to talk about. I was going through the email for today, and a lot of people were sending me email about they read in the paper that I went to Ed Bradley's memorial service.
I was going to ask you about that because I wasn't around. I didn't know if you did.
I'll talk to you about that. I got a lot to talk to you about, actually.
They caught such a serious look on your face in that picture in the paper. I mean, you really looked
like... What was he supposed to be?
I don't know, but I mean, you look like...
Well, you got to have your funeral face.
You know what? He had a funeral face on.
If you don't put that funeral face on, they catch you at a moment when you're not taking it seriously.
That picture had nothing to do with... I walk out of that memorial service.
Right.
I got 900 paparazzi. I'm trying to find my car before everyone piles out of there.
Right.
I can't find my car. So this guy's yelling, "Oh, come on, give us a picture, give us a picture, give us a picture." I'm already halfway down the block. I said to Beth, "Let's turn around and do it." She goes, "We're trying to find a car." I said, "Let's turn around and do this because these guys are going to be pissed and they're going to drive me crazy." So I turn around and I'm looking for the car. That wasn't my funeral face.
Looking for the car face.
I can't find my fucking car face. That's a much sadder face than the funeral face for anybody. My parents could both be killed. I wouldn't have a sadder face when I can't find my car. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
That was your Ed Bradley face. Take it.
Well, yeah, so I got a lot of email, people complaining.
Oh, I'm sure.
That, why weren't you at Gary's father's funeral?
Oh, stop. They went all the way back there.
They went over here. Here's a guy on the phone.
Oh, I saw that coming up 6th Avenue.
Hey, Pete, you're on the air in Pittsburgh. Yeah, he's on the phone. He goes, why did you go to Ed Bradley's funeral, not Gary's father? Like it was a choice.
Ed Bradley's more important.
Why would who's Gary's father? He's just some fucking ice cream truck guy. I don't know him.
Hardly knew him.
There wasn't anybody good there.
It is a big deal out to the fans.
I don't give a shit what fucking fans think. Dude, I told you. First of all, Gary, I was never going to Gary's father's funeral. I was going to Gary's father's wake, and on my way there, my girlfriend broke her foot, and I was in the emergency room all day.
Can I make a point? You knew Ed Bradley for, what, 3 days? You knew Gary's father for a long time. Hank the Dwarf, continuous...
Yeah, I got a Hank the Dwarf thing. Hank was...
I think so you didn't go to Hank's either?
Hank was in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. to fly in for it. No, I was in the city, and I was invited by Ruth Streeter and the widow of Ed Bradley to come to this memorial service. I thought it would be a very interesting thing to see. I thought it would be interesting to talk about, and also I liked Ed Bradley very much. And I would have been at Gary's father's wake, or whatever the hell that is, and I wouldn't have been at Ed If Beth broke her foot on the way to Ed Bradley's, I would have gone to the hospital with her.
She kept herself upright for Ed Bradley.
Right.
She didn't break her foot for Ed Bradley.
She made sure not to go to the polo match the day before Ed Bradley.
You know what? When
it's a ridiculous notion.
She had to go to Gary's viewing. She broke.
It's not like I wasn't going to Gary's father's viewing. I was on my way there.
I'd rather break my foot.
That's fine. But when it comes to Hank the Dwarf, that guy gave you years.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Why?
When it comes to Hank the Dwarf. Yeah, I'm going to fly to Alaska to go to Hank the Dwarf.
Then you didn't know him personally.
Ed Bradley was in Manhattan, and I was in Manhattan, and I decided to go. I thought it would be an interesting thing to... Because I missed Gary's father's funeral and my girlfriend broke her foot, I should never go to another funeral?
The bigger point about this is going into your celebrity, Howard. And,
what?
You always put down Oprah Winfrey for the hobnobbing with Tom Cruise, etc. Look at you now. You got.
Well, that's right. I'm a big celebrity. I like to be with other celebrities.
Oprah Winfrey, Negro
tough
woman
shit.
From the South.
And you should turn off your radio because I'm going to talk about Ed Bradley's funeral.
Martha Stewart, Barbara Walters, the people you're dealing with now are the people Oprah was dealing with.
Okay.
This is the guy who called last week. It pissed me off. This is the Pittsburgh kid who's going to be a big movie and radio star.
Well, he's right. I'm a big movie.
Is this the guy who wants to be on the radio?
He's a radio guy.
Yeah, I want to get tight with Ed Bradley's crowd.
No, I mean, I speak for the people, Howard. You don't
speak for anybody.
Yes, I
No, you don't, Pete. You don't speak for anybody.
It doesn't matter.
Speak for yourself, Pete.
You're rich. I'm not. I understand.
Oh, now it's about Rich.
He does. He gets mad, this kid. It's like you think we're not... It's nothing against you.
Well, anyway. All right, Pete. Well, I'm sorry. I'm a sellout. What can you do?
I will say that Ed Bradley's memorial service was probably much more interesting than Gary's wake.
Yeah.
And I would like to say that Artie Lang abused Dana so much he's starting to look like him.
Oh,
what?
God. Look like who?
Artie.
Artie's starting to look like who?
No, Dana's starting to look like Artie.
Get out of here.
I was on the internet. I looked at it like...
Oh, please. You should be lucky enough to fuck Dana. Asshole. All right, anyway, he can really get under your skin.
Yeah, he can. So, it's a nudge. That guy better not represent people, because I'm getting off the earth.
So, anyway, dude, this is so shallow. And I know everyone's going to come down on me and all this shit, but, you know, hey, fuck you. I don't care anymore.
Be honest with us.
So we're going to Ed Bradley's. You know, what happened was I liked Ed Bradley when he interviewed me, and I thought he was a really nice guy. I had an interesting experience when I went back to my hometown, Roosevelt, and he was very, very good with me that day, and, you know, I liked him. So right. I've become friendly with Ruth, who is Ed's producer of 25 years.
She seems really nice.
She's a great lady, great woman. So I contacted her to see how she was doing when Ed Bradley died. She said, we're having this memorial service. Would you like to come? And I said, sure, I would like to come. I don't think I can, though. I'm going to be away. And as it worked out, I wasn't away that day, so I said, I'm going to go over. And it'll be an experience to really sort of see what goes on there and all that. And, you know, reflect or whatever. So we go over, and it's at this beautiful church up in, like, Harlem, 120-something Street. What's it called?
Riverside Church.
Riverside Church.
Oh, that's in
Harlem.
Well, it's not really Harlem.
That's not Harlem.
It's Riverside Drive and 120th Street.
That, to me, is Harlem, no?
That's
it is
like
Harlem.
Morningside Heights is what they call that or something.
Well, all I know is I locked the doors, so it must be Harlem. So,
It's my grand
Although, I wasn't sure if it was Harlem because there was a lot of white people walking around.
Well, Harlem has a lot of white people in it now.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know Harlem if you went up there.
I'm confused.
What's Harlem doing with white people?
Yeah.
They started selling those brownstones, and you couldn't afford them anywhere else. You know how white people are.
Oh, really?
They'll live with black people.
I can get a brownstone there, I'm moving there.
Well, the Globetrotters better not get a white point guard.
Michael Richards
start losing to that
Michael Richards is moving there.
Yeah.
He wants to prove that he loves black people. Yeah, he's got to.
I can't wait to talk about that. So.
I'll get to that in a minute. I'll explain what happened there.
You know what happened?
Of course I do. I know everything.
You know what? We're talking about the Bradley thing. There is no theory as to what happened. He did what Mel Gibson did.
Well, but I'm going to go deeper into it. That's too simple an explanation. But, yeah, they're both racist.
And then they both say, I'm not a racist. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I got tons of tape. I got the Jesse Jackson interview. We're going to have a lot of fun today.
He's talking to I'm getting ready for him to come here and talk to me. He's got to apologize to every black person.
He won't apologize to anyone in this room. I know it. We had him on the show. He was a horrible interview, Michael Richards.
Awful.
Just a bore. But anyway, and people say, why did Seinfeld try to get him on Letterman? You know, he had him on Letterman to apologize and everything. Yeah, you know that how lucrative the Seinfeld franchise is in DVD as well as syndication?
Yeah, he doesn't want that rubbing off on him.
Well, let me tell you something. I know people are huge fans of Seinfeld. They said, you know when you learned Rock Hudson was gay, it was hard to watch some of the movies and take him seriously as a romantic leading man?
Right.
You know, even though you're liberal and you feel, hey, it's okay to be gay and everything else, it's still kind of... I've talked to people who are fans of Seinfeld, and they say it does seem weird now when you watch the reruns, because you know Michael Richards is running around...
Like he's not angry...
screaming out the N-word.
Nasty man.
I don't care that nut job next door to him is racist.
They don't.
Guy seems like a lunatic.
Some people do it, like it affects them
I get what you're saying. I mean, he's a beloved movie on television.
People love him.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad I never really cared for the show.
Me neither.
I love the show.
And I thought the whole show was racist.
But I think, really?
It bears out my contempt.
I feel Jerry put him up to this.
I just think it's funny that Seinfeld's like one of my great-great-grandkids can't have his own G4 now because of you.
Right.
I mean, he's got the money.
Wants more.
Yeah.
Never enough.
You know what? You're right. There's never enough
Never enough money. So anyway...
and that was a weird kind of thing that was set up on the Letterman show with Richards on satellite.
Absolutely bizarre.
That was more hilarious than the other thing. That was funny as hell.
Hey, by the way, everyone wants to weigh you after Thanksgiving. They say you've hit 300. You've got to have. But I look at you. You look like you might have lost.
Did you pound it down during Thanksgiving?
You actually look like you might have lost weight. Did you eat a lot of food?
No, I had a good week for Thanksgiving week eating-wise. Well, I don't know. Unless I was 300 before I left here, because we didn't weigh ourselves.
Go ahead. Go weigh yourself right now. Get it over with, and we can know. All right. While you're still awake, before you go into your eating frenzy. He starts eating all that sugar, he gets sleepy.
Right. We want your there's a point where I'm fine with it. Then the crash is what you got to avoid.
Right.
I'm taking off all my clothes.
Get nude. Honestly, I don't want you to weigh in. I like the Biggest Loser.
He's taking off. He's taking off.
I like on the Biggest Loser, the guys start taking everything off.
Do they?
Yeah. What are you taking off?
I have to get rid of my wallet. That's heavy these days, girl.
Yeah, I'm wondering what else is he...
All right, ready?
Still with Dana? Uh-oh. We'll get to that later.
Lot to cover today.
Lot to cover.
Uh-oh.
That's a trick where he asked me to hold the real heavy mic.
And put on headphones.
Yeah, Gary, don't make him hold the mic.
No!
You held steady, 283.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I was 290, if you remember.
So you were 292.
I hit 292, yeah.
You look thinner to me.
Yeah, I finally lost it. I said I have to start the regimen. I can lose weight at a quick pace now, but when I hit 250, it'll get hard.
Someone said to me the other night, Artie lost 100 pounds. I think he dropped Dana again. No, you know what?
98 pounds.
I'm getting scared that I can look at you and kind of size up your weight now. Like, I shouldn't be able to do that.
Well, what's this regimen he gets on that now he's...
he probably...
I have this thing where this is another thing. I have like a morbid fascination, like I used to do this when I would do a lot of coke. I'd feel like I was going to OD, and I said, let me do one more line just to see what ODing's like. And then I found out what it was like.
Did you OD?
And I was almost like, my first year at Mad TV.
What happens when you OD?
You pass out, and then luckily a friend finds you.
Because you were
alone?
legally...
That's when I got the catheter in me.
Were you legally dead?
No. I didn't see the light or anything.
Right. I was just going to ask you if you saw
anything. In fact, I heard a lot of red people yelling from the bottom. I don't know what that means.
Oh, really?
No.
But were you alone when you decided to do this?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, but the stage managers for Mad TV, God bless them, knew I was never late. So they showed up, and I don't remember. They found me, and they fucking took me to... That's why I had the catheter.
You know, when you're a drug addict, it's like you turn into a baby. People have to find you and take care of you.
Yeah, believe me. I was becoming a baby there.
Yeah.
Here
we go.
But no, so this was like, I said, I wonder what it's like to be 300 pounds. Because when I weighed myself and I was 290, I was like, I wonder what it's like to be 300.
That's what I was wondering. I was going to ask you.
So I figured I got close enough.
Yeah.
I hit a point last weekend where I said, fuck it. So I played full court hoops, and I stopped eating as much, and,
So
did you have
Thanksgiving?
Yeah. But I had a good Thanksgiving, but not like my usual, like I said, at this point, I wasn't enjoying anything anymore.
Right.
So I was like, fuck it.
It's like you OD'd on food.
Yeah, almost.
No.
I started getting that food headache and shit, so I had to cut back.
Hey, so anyway, let me get back to this Ed Bradley.
Yes.
Yeah. It's only funny when you're 300 pounds.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's not funny anymore?
Yeah, thanks for ruining it.
If I hit 300 pounds, I'm sorry I didn't do it on the air. That's the one sorry thing I am.
Don't go down, Artie. That's not funny.
The next time I OD, I'll try to do it on the air.
Thank you.
Please, let's not.
And if you ever go on heroin again, tell us so we can watch you.
All right.
We don't want to miss that.
Dude, you got it.
I didn't pay enough attention to all that. So, anyway, I decided to go to Ed Bradley's memorial service. And I know it's highly controversial. I should never go to another memorial service until I can go back in the time machine and somehow get to Gary's father.
And apparently Hank's.
Hank,
That's a big deal.
Hey, did you do a big sign of the cross at Ed Bradley's thing?
No,
your knees.
It's not like the body was there. It was just a memorial service. The funeral had already.
That's better anyway. Who the fuck needs that?
So we go. And I called Ruth Streeter, who is the producer of, Ed Bradley's pieces for 25 years. And I said, we're going to come. She goes, good. In fact, Ed Bradley's widow even mentioned that maybe you'll be there. And I'm really glad you're going to be there. Ed really was very fond of you. I said, well, I feel the same, and I would like to honor him and, remember him. So, I said, do I need to be there at a special time? Because I was driving in from the Hamptons, and I said, do you need a ticket? In other words...
How do you get in?
I know there's going to be people... She goes, listen, there's a VIP section. You get there, you'll go in. It's all set up. It's everything's fine. So I was kind of...
tickets.
Well, it was vague. Like, I wasn't really sure. There's a back entrance. You go in there, and that's where you enter from.
There should be tickets. Apparently, it was a Bill Cosby stand-up gig.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he talked like an hour.
No, he didn't. And I'll tell you something. Bill Cosby... I'll get into the memorial. So the memorial service was too long.
They all are.
There were some beautiful speeches and things. If the thing had been cut by 40 minutes, it would have been the most perfect remembrance. By the time it was over, you wouldn't care. You hated it, Bradley. You're starving. It's already 1:30.
It's hard to believe people don't get that, too.
And Bradley's a complete inconvenience now.
But Bill Cosby was really good and didn't drone on, because I said to Beth, get ready for a droning session.
It sounded like he did on the radio, no?
He didn't. He was good. He was good.
Did they air this live, or were these just clips?
I heard clips on the radio.
I had a feeling it might have been on New York One or something. I don't know. So I get there, and you get to the service, and there's a special entrance, and I go in, and it's all black people running the whole thing. Because it's a black church, really. And no,
it's not. Riverside Church is not a black church.
Boy, there's a black reverend.
There's a black minister who runs it now, but it's a very liberal.
Oh, yeah?
It's a very well-known church.
And white people?
And a lot of white people.
Is that where you went for a while when you got religion?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what the Upper West Side.
That's when Robin was going to meet, like, religious guys. I remember that phase.
That used to be considered the Upper West Side.
Yeah.
Like when Babe Ruth lived there, like in the 20s.
Well,
Robin wanted to meet religious guys?
Well, Robin got religion for a few minutes, but like...
Why don't I remember that?
Yeah, and I remember she'd go up to Riverside Church, and she was part of prayer group. She was going to meet, like, a guy, you know.
A nice guy I was looking for.
Well, fuck that. In Manhattan?
She went through a couple of phases, you know, where...
A phase.
Hallelujah.
Were you in chocolate singles or something, someone said?
I used to get their magazine, and go to some of their functions.
Chocolate singles?
Yeah.
It's no worse than J-Date.
Right.
You're right, I agree, but
I can't see you on
is a funnier title.
Chocolate. You are my chocolate single, and don't forget it.
Chocolate single.
Hey, Artie. You're almost 300 pounds. Shut up.
Yeah, somebody came to me once.
I'm a guinea double.
A couple of years ago, someone came up to me and said, you know, Robin got an advertisement, chocolate singles. I said, what is a chocolate single? They said, well, it's a magazine.
I never put it. Did I put it? I maybe
think you did. Don't say anything.
And I didn't ever answer any of those ads.
It's Robert De Niro's Playboy is what it is.
Did I ever bring it up on the air that you were in chocolate singles?
I think maybe you did.
Yeah.
Yes. I think we've talked about it.
So my head
before.
was spinning. I said, Robin is advertising in chocolate singles? She's a well-known woman. She can't be in chocolate singles.
Well, that's why I had to, I never said who I was.
I think she was looking for a threesome. I don't know what it was.
Get out of here.
Oh, that was Elephant Boy.
That was Elephant Boy with his hello couples.
I'm looking for couples who like swinging.
Hello, deck couples.
You imagine getting that guy answering your ad. You're looking for some sexy experience to spice up your marriage. And the Elephant Boy's on the phone. He's like,
I just shit my pants.
Looking for sexy girls who like to swing with other two men.
Yeah. Pay no attention to the stench.
I shit my leg.
I shit my leg and wiped it with a tarp.
Hi, the couples. I'm looking for a couple in the 30s or 40s in which the male is bi. I am a white male, 38 years old. I'm 5'10", 165 pounds. I'm 12 inches free. I don't play head games, and I'm looking to have a discreet, sexual encounter with a couple. If this interests you, leave a message. It's box 5328.
Yeah, I don't play.
That's great.
My favorite line is, I don't play head games.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking great.
You don't play a head game.
And he always, if you call him gay, he always goes, I'm not gay.
He's looking for a bi man.
Yeah, he's looking for a bi man. What the fuck does that mean?
He went through a phase.
Okay.
Like my phase.
Everyone has a phase, okay? We're all guilty.
My son goes through a phase like that. He better move out of town.
Don't join in this town, son.
So anyway,
good luck being an orphan.
Yes, Keith, you're on the air in Toronto, Canada. Yes, Keith.
Yeah, good morning, crew.
Good morning.
Good to hear you back live.
Thank you, brother.
I think some people might be getting a little out of joint just because of what you said earlier about, you went to Bradley's deal, whatever it was, wake, funeral, because you were in the neighborhood and you thought it might be interesting. That sounds like fucking dumb reasons to want to go to somebody's
No, I thought it would be an interesting experience. I thought that, first of all, I liked Ed. I didn't know Ed really super well.
And you contradicted yourself.
And I had
you weren't in the neighborhood.
No, I wasn't.
You were driving from the
neighborhood is the United States.
But I had to come back. I had to come back.
In the same country.
I had to come back.
Oh, okay.
We had a thing going on that night. So anyway.
If Gary's father's wake was in the trunk of your limo, you wouldn't know why.
Right. So anyway.
It couldn't have been more convenient.
But I liked him, so I wanted to see what was going on. I was curious about it. Yeah.
For the record, I could tell even off the air, you did really enjoyed his company, and he was nice. And
he
never liked Gary's father.
I didn't. I found Gary's father to be quite a pain in the ass, actually. No, I like Gary, and I like Gary's father. And I was on my way there when Beth broke her foot, but you can believe that or not. She was at least she carried on in a cast for 6-7 weeks.
Yeah, she was that booty for a couple of months.
And one thing about Beth, she does not want to be seen in a booty.
You got to practice the long-term con.
Right.
No, that was a long-term con. So, anyway, all right, Keith.
One of you was just talking a second ago about feeling weird watching Seinfeld after Richards went off, and that's the truth.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
I watched it for the first time after I read and heard about the rant he went on, and watching it after that, it didn't feel the same.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, even my father, who is a huge Seinfeld fan.
Was he? Oh, yeah, you said he always used to talk to you about Seinfeld.
Well, I had my old man over for Thanksgiving, and he said, I have to admit, when I watch Seinfeld, he watches it every night.
Right.
When I watch it, I do think about Michael Richards and what he had to say there. And I said, yeah. He goes, and then I said that's probably why Jerry went on Letterman. He's aware of this.
Yeah. Well, to tell you the truth, Jerry and Larry David already have the money. They're fucking like the DVD deal was when Michael Richards and Jason Alexander and the girl were supposed to really cash in, so they should be pissed.
Screwed himself.
Yeah, in a way, absolutely.
Look, here's the deal on Michael Richards. A Christmas gift already.
Oh yeah?
Really?
He bought me a chess set, and I figured. He figures 90 people would do it, so he wanted to be the first one.
You know, what a good move, but giving it way too early.
Well, you know what? I was starting to think about Christmas, and I said, that's the one thing I'm not going to do, because you made it clear that you want to choose your own chess set. You're looking for something very special.
But Gary called me last night. He goes, oh, my God, I don't know what to get anyone. I said, when are we going to do away with this? This is insane.
Well, let's do away with it this year.
You're not kidding.
You got me.
I love to do it, but it's always been a burden.
I already got your
everybody.
gift.
Well, then I'll have to get you a gift.
See, I had this idea for a gift for... I already bought yours, but for like Artie and Fred. I had this idea for a gift, but I'm not sure if it's what you guys would want.
A lot of times you do the same thing, which is always very, generous.
What is that?
The same. I mean, you do like the watch that time.
Yeah.
Right, it's like a theme.
I'm thinking of... giving you Ronnie's chess set.
You're re-gifting?
Yeah.
Dude, believe me, you got me my gift this weekend at the Borgata. She was a Howard Stern fan.
No, that's a good gift.
Well, he plans to keep that coming all year.
The gift that keeps on coming.
Artie was talking very highly of this girl. I think he likes it. Yeah. I got to say.
Very nice.
Very nice. So anyway, let me finish these Michael Richards tapes, and then we'll move on with about 50 other things. So... we're talking about Michael Richards and what happened and all that last week.
And now the apology tour.
So now he's with Jesse Jackson, which is a fucking joke because he's apologized to Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, which is just...
Well, Al didn't even accept the apology.
Yeah, I mean, why should he?
He wants to drag it out.
Wasn't Al the guy who accused that guy of rape and
yeah, he tried to ruin a couple of people's lives.
And wasn't he behind the Tawana Brawley lies and all that crap? I mean, of course he'd want to go... when I went to Ed Bradley's funeral, or what do you call that? Memorial service. He walks in that Sharpton like his shit doesn't stink. He walks in like, he's the Grand Poobah.
And
the C's part.
People accept him. It is the most ridiculous thing. I don't understand it. The mayor meets with him. He gets to speak at the Democratic convention. He's thinking of running for president again.
What a group.
Because he has so much fun at it.
A guy with a past like that, he's rejecting apologies.
Didn't they find the last time he was running for president that he had some problems? He hadn't paid some of his taxes or something, and there were some bills he hadn't paid?
Forget that. This is a guy who, when these Koreans who work hard in these horrible grocery stores, He was there boycotting them.
No, I don't think he was a part of that. That was another group of radicals.
I think he was there.
What a group of people, though,
Maybe
at this
he was the guy who used
service.
to block the bridges, though.
Oh.
What a group of celebrities at this memorial service. Ed Bradley bringing everybody together.
Well,
Sharpton, Bill Cosby.
Let me finish that story and tell you what happened.
Yeah.
So I decide to go over there. So I walk in, and, you know, it's all black people running the whole thing there. I thought it was a black church. I don't know. I walk in, and black people always happy to see me. Blacks love me. Honest to God, blacks love me.
Well, you're the one person who gets treated worse than a black person.
I know. They feel for me.
They
see
feel
me,
sorry for
They
you.
see me as like an outcast, and they're outcasts.
You know what black people love? They love people who are honest about pussy. That's why Clinton they love.
I was going to say, you and Bill Clinton?
Yeah, the first black president, Bill Clinton. they love people who are honest about pussy because, think about it, that is honest. That's
Unlike Michael Richards, I can go into a black church and people love me.
Yes,
you know.
Unlike Michael
I stood up and screamed the N-word, and people were like, thank you.
Yeah.
So,
yes, brother.
Yes, brother. Speak. You speak in social commentary. So I walk in, and there's, you know, Mr. Stern, blah, blah, blah. They give me a special prayer handkerchief. I didn't know about this.
Oh,
with
you're
Ed Bradley's name on it.
Oh, really?
That's like our yarmulke. It's that or a prayer card.
I never saw one. Beth goes,
I've never heard of this.
Beth
Really?
says to me, that's in case you want to cry. You know, you give you a handkerchief. I go, that ain't happening. Don't worry. I'm not crying at Ed Bradley.
You can give this back.
Yeah. I like Ed Bradley a lot, but I'm not crying here.
I use it as a do-rag when I take my
Yeah, well.
You tied it around your head?
Yeah.
So I walk in, and I see...
You're going to be taken to the VIP section,
and this is,
yes?
Well, I thought, and this is my fucking problem. I called Ruth Streeter and said to her, you know, I'm coming all the way in for this. I didn't want to say, you know, I expect a good seat, but right. I said, are there special seats or are there tickets? She goes, no. You'll come in through the back door. Everything will be fine. So I left it at that. Meaning, in other words, when I say that...
Make sure I'm taken care of.
To make sure I'm not sitting in the back with the schlubs.
Right. I don't want to be with the riffraff.
Yeah, and you know what?
You're a very important prayer.
Well, you know what? Okay. This is going to sound horrible.
I'm a dignitary.
And don't send me emails about this, because I know I'm fucked up.
You know, Gary's father's thing did not have a VIP section.
Yeah.
So anyway, I walk in. This church
it's like being thrown to
the church is massive. And mind you, I got dressed up. I wore a jacket.
I saw you in the paper.
I was going to wear a sweater. Beth says to me, that's not respectful. Wear a shirt, blah, 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 blah. And she gets all decked out because we heard Bill Clinton was going to speak.
It's an event.
We heard, you know, Wynton Marsalis was going to play. Bill Cosby was going to speak. You know. So
you had heard a bit about the rundown.
Oh, yes. On the QT, I'd heard about the rundown. Mm-hmm. So I said, this should be really interesting. So I show up. And there's a midpoint at the church where you get stopped by like a security type.
Right, like an usher.
It's an old black guy, an usher. And I see everyone walking through. Who's walking through? You know, Diane Sawyer, Walter Cronkite. They all walk
right by the black man.
Right by the black man. I'm walking. Guy goes, ho. Like the ho.
Halt!
Was it Billy Crystal?
He didn't know who I was.
I knew that you could.
And he goes, I go, he goes, sit back right there, you're over here. So I go, he mumbles something. I said to Beth, so if they point us to these seats, I'm all the way in the back, and I'm sitting next to old black church ladies.
And this is a huge church.
Huge church. Now I'm sitting with all black people.
Right.
All the white people are up front, and famous people. I'm in the back. When I say back, I'm maybe 4 rows from the very back of the church. Now, this place is massive.
Yeah, it's huge.
So the VIP section is either all white people and famous black people.
And the blacks who are in the family.
Right, and the Bradley family.
I'm surrounded by regular black people. Now, when I say regular black people, I'm talking about church-going ladies.
Right.
Because these 2 church-going ladies, you sit right here. And I move it. Now I'm in the center. A guy sitting in front of me, swear to God, had to be homeless.
Right.
He's got big dreadlocks, and he's wearing a ski jacket.
No one gives a shit about him.
He's not even fucking wearing like a
Where
suit.
is he skiing?
And Beth says to me, you think that's a homeless guy? I go, shh. I said, we're surrounded by blacks.
Don't say nothing.
Don't say anything, because you could be insulting this guy. I'm going to have to fight him.
He might start spitting again.
He could also be a musician. You know, because Bradley...
He could be an artist?
He could be an artist.
I doubt it.
Well, now I'm sitting there, and I said to Beth, you know what? I'm not going to be shallow here. I said, and I don't. This is about Ed Bradley.
Sat there?
Whoa. I said, I feel weird. I should have said to the guy, I'm supposed to be sitting closer to the front. Don't you know who I am? But that sounds so
Well, you just say I'm
gay.
Howard Stern.
You fit two categories. You fall into famous and white.
Well, I felt funny saying to this guy. I didn't want to say, "Hey, I'm somebody."
I'm on the list.
I'm really, and so I sit down and I said, "You know what? I'm here at a man's funeral. I didn't know him that well. Just sit here and accept where you are." And I'm talking to myself because I'm in psychiatry 4 days a week, and I'm like, you're not such a big shot. So then I'm sitting there, and Beth sees I'm stewing.
Yeah, you're not really taking this
now. I love Ruth Street, and I'm like, motherfucker. Now I'm at mind you, this is a memorial service.
By the same token, you don't want to call for her because she's really in mourning.
Well, I see her up there. And that's blonde hair, blue eyes, all the way up front, of course. And I'm sitting there going, motherfucker, how am I sitting back here? And as I'm sitting there, I'm watching people...
You're saying motherfucker to yourself in church?
in church. I'm like, motherfucker. And Beth's even like, you got to calm down. I said, you know what? I should have said to that fucking guy, I'm supposed to be... But I didn't feel right saying it. And now these fuckers are all walking by me.
You should have went all Michael Richards on that guy.
Who's walking by you? Do you see?
Fucking Gail fucking King. Oprah's friend. And by the way, marches in with an entourage. Literally no one stops her. So I said to Beth, this is obviously all prearranged. Gail King walks in. She's a friend of Oprah. She's not Oprah. She's the fucking goddamn friend. I'm fucking livid. I wanted to fucking kill someone. And I'm sorry to keep using the F word, but I got to tell you something.
How angry you were.
I thought my brain was going to explode. I'm sitting all the way in the back. These ladies are heavily perfumed. And God help me for saying this, they're nobody. I came all the way
You came there to mourn Ed Bradley with famous people.
Well, I did. I swear to God. And now I'm saying, I got to calm down. This isn't right. This isn't Ruth's problem. She's got a million problems, I'm sure.
Right, this is like family to her.
But I'm kind of cursing her out to myself, going, you know what? Don't fucking invite me to something and then fucking stick me in the back there with a guy with a ski jacket on.
Did you come through the right door?
I went through the right door that she told me to come in. I walked down the aisle. The guy told me to go back. So now I'm saying to Beth, I go, look at fucking Gail King. You know what's right with Gail King? I'll tell you something about this cunt. She fucking...
No, she's a cunt.
Yeah, this is what I was saying to Beth. I swear to God. And black people are hearing me.
You're talking?
No, I'm whispering, muttering. And I'm under my breath. And
I think you're justified.
Poor Beth, I swear to God, I mean, it's a nightmare to be around me. I hate everything turns into horrible, horrible shit when
Here
you're around
you went for a good purpose. And
I said that to myself.
Be doing a good thing.
I want to be good, and all I am is angry, and I want to get the fuck out of here. I'm buried in the back, and I'm looking around, and I see this Gail King walk in, and I'm fixated. Walter Cronkite, they have to carry him in with 3 fucking nurses.
Right.
And everyone's walking in, and I see all these famous people. They're all sitting up front, and I'm like, wow, that must be some party. All the whole 60 Minutes crew, Don Hewitt, Morley Safer, all of them I see walking by, and I'm like, that's where I want to be. God help me. I want to be up front. I'm sorry. I didn't come all the way here. I'm sitting in the back. Listen to me.
Did Mel go?
No, I didn't see Mel. Fuck it.
I was going to say, maybe you should have latched on to him. He could have gotten you in.
No, wait a second. I see their... I had to watch the whole thing on TV. I couldn't see. They had TV screens.
You're so far back.
I'm in the back watching. I came all the way in to watch television. All the way in the back. I'm watching it on a TV screen.
You never changed your seat. You had no...
Let me tell you what happened.
Oh, my goodness.
So now I'm sitting there and I see Sharpton. And Gail King was the deal breaker for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like
even
out of my
Sharpton
mind.
You could take.
And I said to Beth, that's the problem. I said, I'm such an asshole. I should know better. Everything's got to be around. I should have had Gary call Ruth and say, listen, Howard doesn't know I'm calling.
Have somebody meet me. Who shall I? Give me a contact
Give me a contact number, and Howard wants to be ushered in.
Right.
Everybody else apparently had that going for them.
Yeah, well,
who the fuck is Gail King? And she is ushered right up to the front. You would have thought the president of the goddamn United States was there.
Well, she represents Oprah.
I was out of my fucking mind. You see how crazed I am now? 50 more times crazed. I'm like, this is insanity. This is insanity.
Now you're understanding how the black people have felt all their lives.
Whatever.
He's at the back of the bus.
I said to Beth, I'm in the back of the bus with the blacks.
That doesn't happen to Howard Stern.
And I'm even trying to calm myself down. I go, well, this is kind of cool. I'm a man of the people. I'm sitting with the blacks. And I go, fuck that. I don't want to be a man of the people.
Who's going to notice me being a man of the people?
Exactly.
Nobody.
Well, let me tell you something. Then, all of a sudden...
Ed Bradley must have been laughing in heaven.
I saw Ruth Streeter stand up, who's my contact. All of a sudden, she starts working her way toward the back. I said to Beth, thank God.
Here she comes.
Thank God Ruth Streeter's coming. She'll see us. She knows I'm not supposed to be back here. And she invited me, and I'm a pretty big celebrity. In fact,
pretty big. You're
dare I say, I'm bigger than everyone there.
Yeah.
She walks back. She's talking to 1 million black people. Because evidently she knows black people.
Oh, jeez. She's the one.
I'm the one sitting with them. But she knows them. But she's up front. She walks and I'm sitting next to church ladies. I mean, with the hats and the whole thing, you know. So I'm, you know. The ones who stand up every time someone starts singing.
I love those broads.
Yeah, you
They're fun at a regular service.
Right. At a regular service, I don't mind. She starts walking up the aisle, Ruth Streeter.
You say, here comes my rescue?
Ruth sees me. She spots me. She waves to me. And I go, I go, you know, like this. I put my hands up. She waves, walks away.
Oh!
They didn't move my seat. They didn't rescue me.
Are you serious?
Nothing. And I'm cursing and screaming now at Beth. And Beth says to me, listen, Ruth has her hands full. She has a lot to do. I said, I don't hate Ruth. I love Ruth. I think Ruth is one of the nicest people I've ever met, and I hope to be friends with her a long time. But this is a bullshit thing. I'm sitting all the way in the back and I watch television. And now I'm muttering, and I am so fucking miserable at the Ed Bradley memorial service. I'm never going to a memorial service again.
Oh, stop it. Next time you get taken care of.
If I had a gun, I would have wiped everyone out. You know what I mean? That's how I would have been like one of those
You would have gone into the memorial service and killed everyone.
Killed everyone. Because I was so...
wait a minute, though.
So then Beth says to me, don't feel so bad. Meredith Vieira's behind us. I go, I don't give a shit where Meredith.
As well she should
be behind you. She's in the right spot.
And like that kind of made me feel okay, but she's Meredith. Who cares? Nobody knows she's there. The kicker is, the whole goddamn service goes, I watch this on TV and I'm miserable the whole time. I'm not sitting with any famous people. I'm not up close. I can't see Bill Clinton.
You're not communing with
I want to see the
peers.
show. Yeah, I can't see the show. And it was a great show. Wynton Marsalis, Bill Cosby,
But you said you enjoyed Cosby, so you could hear.
Croft. Yeah, no, on television.
Right, so you saw it on TV.
I couldn't see the stage even. I couldn't see the people.
Jeez.
I was so out of my goddamn mind. I said, what am I doing to myself? This is my vacation. What am I doing to myself? Why am I here?
I came to be with celebrities.
And then I'm like, oh, my God, this is terrible. I'm in a church. I'm having horrible thoughts. And I'm like, I'm a terrible person because really, did I come here to honor Ed Bradley or did I come here for myself, you know, to selfishly see the show?
You came for yourself.
I came for myself. I'll be honest.
You were honest.
I was honest.
Always come for yourself.
And I liked Ed Bradley. That's why I went.
If Ed Bradley's memorial service had just been his family and friends...
I wouldn't have gone.
Of course not.
No.
But do you think...
I wanted to see the show.
Was Jimmy Buffett there?
Yeah. I saw him on TV. I didn't even get to see Jimmy Buffett. And, like, you know, in my mind, I'm even like, who the fuck is Jimmy Buffett?
Was it only people who actually spoke, or everyone...
No, everyone who is anyone.
Gail King didn't speak.
Gail King is sitting up front ahead of me. Like watched in, like, if Oprah herself walked in, she gets treated like Oprah.
But don't you think do you think something psychologically there is you're a guy, you know, hugely successful, but you've never been accepted by this one part of society, and now you've gotten to the point where a guy on 60 Minutes dies, you know him.
I wish we could call Ruth Streeter.
Do you think you were happy, like, wow, this is like a moment in my life, I've hit this sort of plateau where I'm invited to a funeral service.
It was a big deal.
He says a million times, I'll always say to him, why didn't you go here or there? I wasn't invited. This time, he got invited.
Right.
I'm telling you, it was such an insult.
Because you did miss the whole point of a memorial service.
I did. I hated it.
Couldn't memorialize Ed Bradley.
I couldn't get into it.
Because he wasn't seated properly.
I couldn't get into it. You should have seen who I was sitting with. I said to Beth, these must be some people who just walked in off the street.
Now, wait a minute. So you stayed through the whole thing?
I sat through the whole thing. Wow.
And now when you got
up... And by the way,
what?
It was 2.5 hours long. And Ruth says to me, get there by 9:30 because I want you to get there early to get all set up. Asshole me gets there early.
Of course.
Johnny on the spot.
Yeah, you're always
and I'm
there.
still sitting in the back.
And you never make it into... You could have gotten a great seat.
And Gail King walks in like 10:30. An hour later, great seat. I'm like, fuck Gail King. Honest to God.
But my point is now you wait
and don't write me any goddamn email about how shallow I am. I'm shallow, okay?
He's admitting that.
Suck it.
But let me ask you something. So now you said something about running out to get your car. So did you jump up?
Well, the only good thing about being in the back, I jumped up to get the hell out of there. It was 2.5 hours long. They had a black woman singing there. She was scheduled to sing one song. She got up and bored everyone with 3 songs. Jimmy Buffett did 1 song. She had to do 3 songs.
She wasn't even... What did Jimmy Buffett...
Was he going to sing Margaritaville?
No, he sang something about New Orleans. You know, he was really a real friend of Ed Bradley's. And you know what? It was a beautiful thing and moving and all of that. But you know what? I was just destroyed.
Not in the mood to be moved.
No, I was so insulted.
So, wait a minute. You didn't even try to approach the widow?
No, widow? Robin, you got to understand where I was.
In the same room with
I wasn't in the room with these people. I might as well have been watching on TV at home, relaxing. There was no point in me being there. The kicker is I leave, the paparazzi are all over me, and the next day and on TV, who do they mention is at Ed Bradley's funeral?
You.
Me, Bill Cosby, Bill Clinton, and that's it. No Diane Sawyer, no Gail King.
Sit with.
I didn't get to say, even Beth, Beth got all dressed up, and on the way over, I'm joking, wait till Bill Clinton sees your titties. Look at those titties.
Was she showing breasts?
No, she wore a conservative outfit, but I was kidding around with her.
Right.
You know, she knows how to dress. You know, one thing about Beth, she's got outfits for everything. So, you know, she knows what to wear. She didn't wear a belly shirt. Show up to the... But, you know, and I mean, I was just like I was so angry the rest of the day, and it ruined it for me.
But you didn't even try to approach anyone to give your condolences?
No. Robin, I was nowhere near anyone. I'm talking about I was in Guam.
Was there any kind of a luncheon or anything?
There was a luncheon afterwards. It was 1:30. I had to leave. I can't spend all day with Ed Bradley. I didn't feel it was appropriate for me to be at the luncheon, quite frankly. You know what I mean? It was like enough. I was there, and that was it.
Well, that at least maybe you would have been in the right spot there.
Let them all eat and choke. Everyone there.
Now stop it.
That's how I felt.
Well,
I'm done with that.
Stop going to these memorial services, because you really don't have memorializing people in your heart.
No, I don't.
Just stop it.
No, I really liked it, but it ruined it for me. Now I couldn't even think about Ed Bradley.
Stop it. Just stop it.
It was a beautiful service.
You went there to be seen and to see.
Yeah, I did. So what? And so did all these other celebrities. Gail King's there. She knew Ed Bradley. Bullshit. She wouldn't know Ed Bradley if a rock hit her. That fucking nitwit. Marching in like the grand poobah, because Oprah probably set it up for her. She didn't walk in and sit in the back with black people. She's up there with the white people.
She didn't even stop.
Yeah.
She barged right past.
Should I know what Gail King looks like?
Yes, everybody does, because they better not piss her off.
No one should know what Gail King looks like.
I don't think I've ever seen her, but maybe I have seen her. I don't know.
No one should know what she looks like.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it is my lot in life to follow wherever Oprah has been.
Oh, yeah? Where'd you go?
Over in England, I now know, because I was driven by the same person who drives Oprah.
Was it the guy who yelled at you for the 20 pounds?
No, this was a driver, a limo driver. Says, oh, yes, and he has a prominent stutter. He can't get out one sentence without stuttering.
Should have had him on the show.
And he would not stop talking. He was the most talkative man. And he can't get out one sentence. He can't say M's. He can't say S's.
Don't let Jay Leno meet him. We'll hire him as the announcer.
I know. He's the new announcer for The Tonight Show. But he immediately informed
Jay Leno Show. Nigel the Stutterer.
He immediately informs me that Oprah comes to England once a year.
No, who cares?
And she always comes with 2 other people. One is her architect, and the other one is her hairdresser.
Oh, my God.
And he takes them all over, and these are the places she likes to go, and this is where she shops. She is filling up her house in Santa Barbara with antiques from England, and that's why she comes there. And, you know, she and Stedman are probably over.
Oh.
It's been an on-again, off-again relationship for a number of years.
Here's the guy to talk to.
And he now feels that it is completely over. He thinks they hardly have any communication.
Wow.
You should ask this guy if she was gay.
Really? Well, she doesn't come over with Gail King. He was very clear about that.
Yeah. Gail King
comes over with the hairdresser.
No, Gail King's busy ruining my life while Ober's in England.
Why, is that like a rumor? People think her and Gail King or something?
Yeah, she had to announce a few weeks ago that she and Gail are not gay.
I love that.
I don't believe it. I think they two eat each other out every night. What do you think of that?
Maybe.
You know, that's my fucking guess.
Well, I'll go over and ask the limo driver what he knows.
I don't give a shit how many times they deny it. It's just unnatural, that whole thing.
If the public has to ask, chances are it's true.
You know, I don't have an organization. Like, I'm not that pretentious. Like, I don't sit there and go, well, gee, I'm going to have Gary call and set this thing up. But that's what you need to do when you're famous.
Right.
You got to have people...
Otherwise, you will be sitting with the black lady.
Yeah.
The church lady.
That's right. And evidently Meredith Vieira doesn't have people either.
Yeah, she just got to the Today Show. She doesn't know that horror
Steve Croft gave a really good speech.
Did he?
Yeah,
I think he was the closest of that group to him.
According to that Larry King interview, for some reason, everyone turned to Steve Croft for personal information.
And he was the only one of the group who knew Ed was sick.
Right.
No.
By the way, I was reading his will.
Yeah.
In the paper yesterday.
Who gets what?
You know, they were talking about how he was a shrewd businessman and how he got a lot of money, but his estate was worth...
You think $5 million is not a lot of money, or $6 million?
That's the problem with being a network newsman. Ed Bradley's probably one of the most famous guys, you know, in terms of news. He was a star in all this, but they will never.
And he was one of a group. He never was the anchor man. You know, they give anchors a lot of money.
No, I think $5 million is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying.
Well, not to you.
I thought that it was going to be a lot more money. You know what I mean?
No, that seemed, I was like, wow, Ed, you know, managed to make a good living as a newsman who, you know, didn't actually run a network news organization.
Well, people in this country equate fame with money, and I see what Howard's saying, I think, to me is...
I figured the guy was worth, like, I don't know, like, $7 million.
That famous? Look, no, a guy that famous to me is...
Well, about 6.5, because he gave like $1.5 million to, like, his wife's family and a little bit of a few of his friends, his godson. He gave the lump sum of $5 went, and all of his belongings went to the wife, but then there was another $1 million or so that he spread around.
The godson gave a really nice speech.
Yeah?
He's a good kid, yeah.
And he's apparently in network or in news now.
Yeah. Yeah, he was inspired by Ed. It was really a beautiful service, honestly. Aaron, you're on the air.
You did get to notice something?
Yes, Aaron.
What's up, Howard?
Hey, brother.
You got every right in the world to be pissed off about this thing, so don't feel bad. And if anybody emails you otherwise, tell them to fuck themselves. I'd be furious if I were you.
Nah, my problem is I don't have, like, an organization. Like, you got to have, like, I see Gail King walks in with, like, a whole entourage.
Like a posse. You need a posse.
Yeah, I didn't have anyone to, like, run...
Interference.
Like, we could go up to this old black guy and, like, lift him off the ground. Like, I should have Chuck Zito there, and he's like, hey, get the fuck out of here. Howard's coming through. You know what I mean? Like I didn't look...
Right.
I guess I didn't look important enough. Or something. I mean, but meanwhile, every report was Howard Stern was there.
Well, you're no Gail King, but hey.
Well, you know, that guy who stopped is probably kicking himself now.
No, he isn't. He loved it. He loved...
I don't think that guy cares.
This was an old black guy. And he just put his hand up. No. Like, oh, okay. All right, fine. I'm not going to make a big deal. I wasn't going to make a scene at a fucking memorial service. I'm not going to make a scene.
Yeah, but you don't have to make a scene to just whisper to somebody. You don't know what you're doing.
You don't know it. Sir, you have no idea how important I am.
This is a big mistake. You don't want to make it.
Nah, well, whatever. Hey, Aaron, thanks. Yeah.
You ran into Tyrone. He's a big Z100 fan.
Yeah. Chad, you're on the air in Westchester.
Hey, now.
Hey, now, brother.
Hey, Howard. Love you. Love the show.
Thanks, man.
Robin, Artie. Continued success with the show. I'm watching you on demand. My girlfriend hates you guys because I watch you so much on demand. I'm out of work on a job injury right now. I'm a police officer up in Westchester.
Sorry to hear that. No, I am.
Dude, dude, spend some of your money. Just hire an off-duty cop. They could do all your dirty work for you. You don't have to be...
I have off-duty cops. I have off-duty cops. I wasn't going to walk into a memorial service and be a pretentious asshole with my off-duty cops.
Well, apparently that's what you have to do to get into the right
Well, now I know. But you know what? If I have to do that, then I'm not doing it. I like to be a normal guy and just walk in. I'm not going to walk in with a whole... But, it's really obnoxious.
Wait a minute.
King,
you like to be a normal guy, then they set you with normal people, you get pissed off.
I thought Ruth had it handled. I wish I had Ruth on the phone. I really want.
Can't the woman grieve?
No.
You just stay, hey, Howard, you just stay in the car, you let the guy do the dirty work, and then you just walk right in.
I know. I get
all right,
you.
Well,
You're right.
I love you guys.
Right,
continued success, and hope to see you around.
Yeah, because that's the guy who can walk up and say, look, Mr. Stern is here. Can you tell me where he'll be sitting? And I'll get him in without any hubbub.
That's the way it's done.
Yeah.
You know who usually does that for me? Mike the cop.
Right.
He's good at that.
Or Ronnie will do that.
Yeah. Ronnie's retired. Ronnie doesn't come out of that fucking hole he lives in.
Ronnie's left.
Why would Ronnie help me? What? Ronnie's busy. He's retired. What?
When he gave Ruth...
Oh, sorry, yeah.
When he gave Ruth the look, the shrug, do you think she took it that you wanted to be reseated or that you were sad?
I think I think that I was sad. She
right. When I looked at the look you gave her, I said that could be interpreted a couple of ways.
I said to Beth, I gave the wrong signal.
Because it looks like you're saying, can you believe this?
She was like, no, even Howard said.
Don't even worry about us. Don't worry about it. But worry about us. Read my mind.
You're not getting my signal.
No one gets my
What
signal.
do I have to do? Send up smoke?
I'm just embarrassed. I don't think I'm anybody special. I honest to God. And that's why I'm not going to sit there and
see, that's the dilemma. That's why you sit there and just fume.
Take it, yeah.
Do you think there's any possibility they didn't want
you? You know how terrible it is to be at a Ed Bradley memorial service and to be so filled with hate? The whole time I'm sitting there going, I said to Beth, don't take this the wrong way. I love Ruth, but what the fuck's wrong with her? Not setting me up.
I don't think you love Ruth.
Goes, no, I do. And Beth goes, stop it. She's grieving. She has other things in her mind. I go, fuck that.
Well, see, that's exactly where you should let it go, is at the point of saying, look, Ruth has got a million things on her mind. I can't expect her to have taken care of this. I should have taken care of myself. No. You go through this. You can hardly hear Bill Cosby.
No.
Bill Cosby's trying to get through the racket in your head.
I heard nothing in that whole service. I'm watching TV. I'm here at a memorial service watching television. This is great.
If I was going to choose television, it would have been The Bachelor.
And then I'm muttering to Beth, I go, I don't think I'm anything special, but for Christ's sakes, this is a fucking insult.
You know what would have sent...
Which means I think I'm something special.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what would have sent the message?
I do think I'm something special. I'm sorry.
You know what would have sent the message if you tried to change the channel of the TV thing?
Oh, I should have gotten up to put on the fucking game. Right at the memorial service. Is there another channel? I'm bored with this.
Excuse me, who's in charge of the room?
Imagine I got up and changed the channel. That would have been the best.
All you hear is Bill Cosby going, and another thing about Ed, Carrie Ann and Alba.
Well, what was great is that it's like Bill Clinton's up there, and that motherfucker can lie through his teeth. I love him. I thought he was one of the best presidents.
Charismatic motherfucker.
Son of a bitch didn't even know Ed Bradley, and you would have thought it was his best friend.
Yeah. Well, he has that gift of gab.
He does. But he was doing the lip-biting thing and the whole and trying to impress the girls.
Oh, yeah, he's no. Look, I told you, I went to see him at Columbia the other day. Everybody walked out going, God, he's sexy.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. Looks like, like a pile of, a bag of bones. Clinton's got this frosty white hair. He strolls out, sits back in the chair, and just gives you an anecdote or two, and every woman faints in the audience.
You got 200 phone numbers, more than I. Kenny, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, Ken.
I heard Beetlejuice was on the front row right next to Clinton.
Kenny, that's what it was like. I swear to God. There wasn't a person who
Well, let me ask you, who was ahead of you besides Gail King?
Okay, the entire 60 Minutes cast.
Right. What do you expect them to be up there?
Okay, fine. Al Sharpton walks in with 20 people right up front. No one even stops him. No one stops that motherfucker.
Who would stop him? Because he'll have a rally on your front porch.
Yeah, you're prejudiced. Who else walks right to the front? Oh my God. Diane Sawyer.
Diane Sawyer.
She's
Walter Cronkite. Gail King.
The guy knew Don Hewitt. See, that's the one, who knows Don Hewitt?
Don Hewitt.
He should have been stopped.
Yeah, that fucking asshole. I mean, it's just Andy Rooney comes in with, but not just about Andy Rooney. 17 people with Andy Rooney.
And they all go past you.
Right past. No one even questions anyone there.
They don't get stopped at all.
No.
Oh, wait, all these people's entourage shot with them?
Oh, everyone.
Yeah, Gail King and her entourage walked past.
Oh, that's
everyone.
That would piss me off.
Everyone was there, and I wasn't.
Did these people all come with their significant others, or were they...
No, they could care less about Ed Bradley. Oh, please. The whole thing was so retarded. I was insulted.
Oh, well.
And even Beth said, don't ruin this. Don't say anything, because I'm going to get back to Ruth. And I said, good.
Oh, it's going to get back to Ruth?
I'm pissed. Anyway, getting back to Michael Richards. So this fucking asshole, I don't know why I'm cursing so much. I just think I'm angry. I'm an angry guy. Yeah.
If you're interested, I think I have a cell phone number for Ruth.
Leave her alone.
Oh, yeah, really.
I'll feel
Tomorrow we'll call.
Tell me when she's done mourning.
Give her a day. Maybe she will hear about this later in the day, I suppose.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know you're upset.
No, I know. Tim, you're on the air.
Howard.
Hey, brother.
I heard Michael Richards had a better seat than you.
He did. You want to know something, Tim? And the whole time I'm walking in, because I'm surrounded by black people up at a black church, or I thought was a black church, I said, boy, can you imagine what it would be like to be Michael Richards and you have to go anywhere in this country? I mean, black people are just going to, like, take a shit on you. Oh. I mean, what a dumb move.
And they're allowed to. It's fine. Everybody's fine with it.
Sorry, Gary, yes.
And just so you know, Ruth is going to hear every word of this because she's got a really, really good friend. That's why she came to the Gary roast. One of her best friends is a huge fan of the show. So he even emails me, so he's listening.
All right, so let me say
he's listening now, and he's going to tell her everything.
I love Ruth, and I know Ruth was grieving and all this, but I just wish somebody would have handled it a little differently. Yes.
You need to probably add another day to your therapy.
Yeah. I know, and that's
he cut back. This is the result.
I know, I cut back, and I was so... It was hard for me.
He was doing so well.
Yeah, I know I sound like an asshole.
Because I remember when you went to Jerry Nachman's memorial service.
I was way in the back.
You sat up in the rafters, and you enjoyed the whole thing. You never made a big stink about anything.
I got there late. I wasn't expected. I didn't, I just walked in off the street when I went to that memorial service. So I deserved to be in the back. But literally, this thing was all set up. I should have been in the front. I'm sorry. All right, thank you, Tim.
Hey, love you, bud.
Love you.
I cut down on my therapy, too. I went from thinking about it to not even thinking about it.
You gotta, you know what? That ain't crazy. By the way, congratulations to Howard TV executive producer Doug Goodstein on the birth of Audrey, his daughter.
That's right, yes.
He was in the delivery room. I know he was nervous about it, but she had a cesarean, so he didn't have to see the
really?
thing.
30 hours, I heard.
Yeah, well.
Oh, you're kidding.
Because all neurotic Jews from Long Island who have babies have to get to the hospital 6 days in. They think the water breaks, and it doesn't, and they can't wait. And
so then they're in the hospital for an inordinate amount of time.
Yeah, they all get there early to the hospital. They can't sit home. Hey, Doug, congrats.
Hi, thank you. It's awesome. It's the best, as you know.
All right, now leave. No one cares.
That's it?
Oh. Yeah.
Stop.
He was going to whip out the baby picture. I said, Doug, come here. I'm going to tell you something. It's in private. I don't want anybody to hear this. Nobody cares.
Oh, you're
That's
so
terrible.
horrible.
What's the most important thing in your entire life?
Me.
Yeah,
besides you, obviously, after that ridiculous memorial service rap. But
why is that ridiculous? You don't think that I should have been treated a certain way?
No.
Why?
Because it's a memorial service. It's not about you.
But why was everybody else, including Gail King, allowed to go all the way
That gives you a little point, but I don't think it should bother you as much.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I was watching it on TV.
Yeah,
I didn't go there to watch TV.
But it's a memorial service. Just your presence anywhere in that room should be enough.
It isn't. It's not enough.
You went there to show your love for Ed Bradley.
Right.
I did. That was my reason.
So your presence in the room is enough.
I was a little irked that I wasn't.
Ed would have been upset.
Handled.
He went there to show his love of being a celebrity.
Right.
Right. Something like that. Whatever he just said.
But I think Doug, I think in a few months I'll see the pictures. Because at this age, they do all look alike.
Oh, she's the best.
Oh, she's got a beautiful little head of hair.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
She came out, she looked Mexican, black, and Asian.
I know. I was like, of course she's dark.
They all look like that. Yeah. Katie Couric was in front of me. I mean, it's
Katie Couric.
Wait a minute, Mexican, black, and Asian. Well,
do we have to talk about your daughter? Can we get back to me at the memorial?
I'm just going to remind him, 9 months ago I saw Marlo. Well, that's fine.
Why did she have a C-section, by the way?
Because
doctors, they all rushed. They're like ghouls. You know why? They want to get back out on the golf course.
It was 30 hours. That's not right.
She's so small.
It was 30 hours because he got to the hospital too early. She had gas. She thought she was giving birth.
No, she didn't have gas. I was up for 44 hours straight. It was she went into labor 5 o'clock on Thursday after I got home from work.
Goyim women, they wait till the baby's, the head is crowning, And then they go to the hospital.
Oh, she couldn't take the pain.
Marla was so little, and I couldn't believe the weight of the baby.
Yeah, it was big.
How big?
It was big. 7 pounds, 12 ounces.
That's big.
Yeah. So it didn't fit out of her body. It was.
Here's a toast to you, my friend. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And may Marla lose all her weight.
Oh, she's almost back. She's lost like 85% already.
She had none. She was just a bump in the front.
Yeah, she just got like
loose,
a beer
she have like a little,
it's a little loose.
Skin?
It's jello-y now. I don't know yet. It's still too early.
On it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll wait till after once she's done with kids, then we tuck the skin.
Yeah, you got to get her the tummy tuck.
How many kids you having?
2 at the most.
You have 2 tops.
That's no more.
Looking for that boy.
Yeah.
No, I don't care. I just want happy, healthy
What's
kids.
the boy next?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
off with her head.
Thank you. You want to see some pictures?
Yeah, please show them to me later.
Yeah, I have like 400.
Try to interrupt my very busy day with pictures.
Yeah, as he's running down
I'll send them
the
to Beth. I know you'll see them that way.
No, please send them to me.
Post them up on a computer. I'll check them out.
As he's running down the hall, show him those pictures.
Nobody's ever had a baby before. Please send us.
I know.
Thank you.
It's so bad. This is the guy who was at a memorial service.
Now, answer the question. What's the most important thing to you in your life besides you and Beth? Your kids, of course.
Oh, that's right. Of course they are. Get out of here. You don't have to tell them to give me a lecture on what's important.
Yeah, but your kids aren't.
Yes,
they're not important to him.
Exactly.
Here's the order. You ready? Me first.
Yeah.
Lonnie from Scores.
Yes. He's still on my top 5, too.
And then my penis. And then everyone else.
Your penis gets a vote all by itself.
Oh, yes.
It's like another person to you.
Most definitely. I got to take a break. I want to get through this Michael Richards stuff, and then I want to tell you my Kelly Ripa story.
Yeah, that's intriguing.
Well, is there another point to make on Michael Richards that we haven't?
We haven't heard him apologize to Michael Jesse Jackson.
You don't want to hear that, Tate?
Oh, actually, I didn't know that. I haven't heard that yet.
Don't you want to hear Gary the retard and Wendy and Daniel Carr and Riley Martin
discussing him?
Even discuss Michael Richards.
That's great.
Here, I'll play it. Here's Riley. His take on Michael Richards.
When did he weigh in on this?
On his show. What's up? Hey, now.
Yo, not Howard?
Yeah, it's Howard.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, brother.
Fuck. I was just going to say, I was watching the Sunday Night Football game last night, and Madden's co-host, I think it was Pat Summerall, if he's still doing it, if he's still alive, he called Chris Collinsworth the king of all media in the middle of the end of the game.
And everybody uses my king of all media thing now.
Yeah, I know.
It's really caught on.
You created a term.
Evidently. Yeah. Hey, I really do have to patent that. I'm tired of everyone taking king of all media. I'm king of all media.
They have to pay you when they say that.
What's up, Gary?
I'm not sure how far you want to go with this Ed Bradley funeral thing, but, I told you Ruth has a really good friend.
Yeah.
So he just emailed me.
Yeah.
He was at the service, and just so you know what
I was in Siberia.
He said that...
he saw Howard sitting back there.
He said, I spotted Howard and Beth coming in and saw them turn to the back of the church. Honestly, we figured Howard wanted to be near the back to make an escape.
No.
Wait, Ruth was indeed heading back to get them and move them to sit near Paul Simon and Jesse Jackson. In fact, right behind Cosby. Ruth got stopped by several people along the way. She spotted Howard, and she did get the signal from Howard that was a wave, not a look of help me. She was then pulled back up front.
How am I supposed to, with a signal?
What is the signal?
I was
you don't know the universal signal?
I said hello to her.
Here?
I mean, I'm not going to say, hey, get me out of here. Just get me the fuck out of here.
But I guess they thought that you wanted to be near the back to get...
Well, then ask me. Blink out the SOS.
You did say you waved this way.
I did. I gave her a nice wave. I wasn't... What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Go, help me! I'm here in the back. I mean, Christ, figure it out. Fucking no, I want to sit in the back where I got to watch television. Give me a fucking break.
But, Howard, you do understand...
Why can't people read my every thought?
I was going to say, you do understand that in the middle of having lost her best friend, it's hard to interpret the signal.
No, I understand that. I am not mad. I'm upset with the whole thing. It was a bust.
It's all that one guy's fault that stopped you at the beginning, really.
No, it's just, come on. Well, I want to sit in the back. Ay. There's convoluted thinking. Yeah, I came there to watch television. It was brilliant. It was great. Come over and say to me, how are you? I'll say, well, gee, it's a little tough to see back here. I could see better from my apartment.
I didn't know it was going to be on TV. I would have stayed on.
Yeah, I mean, tell me that. He looked happy. He wanted to get back to his car. Yeah, I came there to get back to my car. I'm so aggravated. I had it. It was embarrassing in front of Beth. I mean, I'm like, hey, watch how big a star I am. I'll walk in the Cecil part. look bad. Sitting in the back there. The homeless guys. One guy looks like he hadn't washed his hair in a month. Yeah, no, I'm thrilled. I'm really thrilled. No, I don't want to sit up there with all the VIPs. I want to sit in the back. It's so cool back there with the real people.
I don't want to be of the people.
Yeah. I don't want to be with Bill Clinton. I want to be with the guy who looks like George Clinton.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. you must have been there. Well, you were getting laid in Atlantic City, you lucky fuck.
You had a good seat.
Yeah.
I mourned that in my own way.
Hey, real quick, before I get to the rest of this Michael Richards stuff, I just want to honor a huge friend of the show. Probably should just get to the guys with the news and then get to your news, Robin.
Okay.
Let's get to, I guess Steve's here. Hey, Steve Langford. And I didn't get to Lisa G this morning. I apologize.
Oh, that's right. But she was out there interviewing a bunch of people. Anyway, she had a lot to do.
And John Hine will come in, too.
Interviewing about Artie's breakup. She's interviewing about everything.
Steve, what do you got for us?
Just some of the stories we're working on in the Howard 100 newsroom. Just what was that usher at Riverside Church thinking? Forget about Ruth. Forget about Ruth from 60 Minutes.
Yeah, please forget about her. Leave her alone.
It was that unnamed usher who made the call to send Howard back into Siberia at the cavernous Riverside Church. Howard 100 News conducting an exhaustive search to find and question the usher who decided not to include Howard with all the dignitaries at Ed Bradley's memorial service.
That poor guy.
And don't bother Ruth, okay? Leave her alone. Please, I'm begging you, Steve.
He's bothering the usher.
Yeah, go after the usher. That's fine. Go ahead.
Howard 100 News going to any length to get an interview, even 40 feet high in a cherry picker. Howard 100 Shuley, our intrepid reporter, way up high to interview Stern Show friend and illusionist David Blaine. Shuley speaking to David Blaine 40 feet above Times Square, asking what's still itch.
Considered. Tell Penny. All right, John, go ahead.
Well, he's a rich nerd because of TV guy. John Hine's now a freaking millionaire. He soul jumped the shark, and you know what's funny? The great big dork now has fuck you money. He's a rich nerd. A rich nerd. Yeah, he's a rich nerd.
You're no nerd to me, but go ahead.
No, because I love watching Robin bounce and sing along to that song every single time.
She loves it.
It gets me.
Steve mentioned, Howard, you're still upset about the seating arrangements at Ed Bradley's memorial service. We're going to talk about what happens when you get invited or don't get invited to events, and how Gary has run interference before when needed.
Yeah, I got to get a whole system together.
Yeah, but he's right. Gary sometimes does that for me.
Yeah. I blew it. It's my fault. What else you got there, Johnny?
Will the farter propose to his girlfriend, Erica, who said yes? But the big question is, why did Ronnie reach across and offer the ring so early?
Ronnie handed her the ring, that loon.
Way to blow a surprise.
Yeah.
Jason was saying, like, he reached over her to give it to Will or something.
It was weird.
He put it right in her face.
Well, we're going to talk about how everything came together and who the most surprised one in the studio actually was. And last but not least, Sid Rosenberg discussed his battles with Imus, Rehab, and various bookies, but was greeted with a call from an angry Pharrell, upset that Sid spoke to his wife and mentioned Tim Sabian's name.
That's why you got to love Pharrell.
Did you understand that?
No.
You got to love Pharrell. I mean, he's out there.
I did his show during the off week, and
I heard it.
He's great. I mean, but he just goes and goes.
You didn't get a word in.
I got a couple, but it was, definitely tough to pick your spots.
I realized you were in there, but it took me a while to realize it. And then I was waiting for you to say something, but Pharrell is having none of that.
He just goes
a lot about Michael Richards, Kelly Ripa, and the Ed Bradley funeral. We're going to talk about where Howard was sitting and why, and if he overreacted, and how Gary has run interference for him before at different events. Plus,
New intelligence pours into the Howard 100 newsroom. A witness gives surprising information on Kendra, the woman who supposedly had the hots for Eric the Midget. It's Howard 100 News investigates.
Howard 100 News investigates.
She's bragging that anyone who will listen, when she's not busy, anyone who will listen about the Howard Stern Show.
A patron of the strip joint in Phoenix, where Kendra dances, tells Howard 100 News he's spoken to her several times about her alleged relationship with a crippled man in a wheelchair.
She's never alluded to the fact that Eric was her boyfriend, ever would be her boyfriend, or could be her boyfriend.
The patron, who's asked that we not reveal his identity, says he believes Kendra is all about naked ambition.
I really think, the 30 seconds of fame, she wants to keep it going to a minute.
This This patron of the Phoenix Dance Club claims he's confronted Kendra about being a part of this scam.
I had a conversation with her about that, and I told her that I think it's wrong.
Eric the Midget admitting publicly late this week that he hasn't heard from his alleged publicity hound of a pretend girlfriend since Monday, something that doesn't surprise his patron, the club Kendra dances at.
Are you shocked?
Some people have no shame. For Howard 100 News, I'm Steve.
Howard 100 News. Now Jews really do own the media. No more bullshit.
This is it. It's a revolution.
This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Ralph Howard. It's a mess. Eric the Midget is boycotting the Stern Show. Eric was also upset with Johnny Fratto. Johnny tried to clarify what he said. That only made it worse. It's Howard 100 News Behind the Scenes.
Howard 100 News. Behind the Scenes.
I said it was like the scene from E.T., not like Eric was E.T.
Johnny Fratto attempting to explain his way out of a curious comment he made, one that had his pal Eric the Midget recalling the old line about, with friends like that, who needs enemas?
No, I didn't compare him to E.T.
Eric the Midget actually confronting Johnny Fratto on their webcast about the E.T. comment. Johnny explaining he meant no offense at all when he compared the moment his 5-year-old son first saw Eric the Midget to the scene in E.T. when Drew Barrymore first laid eyes on the little alien.
My son has never, he's never seen or witnessed a handicapped person. So, Eric was kind of very alien to him. It was like the scene, not like Eric was E.T.
Well, now that we've got that cleared up.
So it was like the scene from E.T.
Can you believe Eric the Midget would be offended by something like that? Fratto does not believe Eric is still upset.
Not to my knowledge. I mean, maybe he is. I mean, I'm sure you probably upset him, but, or some of the Stern fans that may have upset him.
ETM, phone home. For Howard 100 News, I'm Steve.
More inside.
Speaking of Tata Tooth, he almost took his head off yesterday. You missed it.
What happened?
I got really upset with him again.
After the show?
Yeah. In real life.
Uh-oh.
Well, yeah, it was pretty ugly.
You can't tell me what it was about?
Yeah, I could. I don't know if I want to embarrass him.
Oh, it's that bad.
I seriously don't know whether I want to. I think you got the point yesterday why I was mad at you.
Yeah, no, I did, but
I wasn't even mad at you. It's just I couldn't believe you didn't get it. He never gets it. He always argues with me.
Huh.
That wasn't an argument. I just really thought I thought I was doing the right thing, but I guess
I can't believe it, especially in light of the whole Jackie incident. All right, let me tell Robin what it was. All right, maybe she'll.
There was never a chance that you weren't going to do this, right? Talk about me.
No. It popped in my head when I was sitting here looking at you before.
I was sure that. I mean, I spent the whole afternoon and night not sleeping. Thinking,
oh, really?
Oh, sure.
So you might as well do it since he lost sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, if he lost sleep over, let's do it.
I didn't lose that much sleep, but it did bum me out. I mean,
all right. No, let's say ahead of time I'm not going to raise my voice during this. All right. I'm just going to have a discussion.
Well, you've already had.
I already raised my voice.
Yeah.
And I did it pretty cool.
Me.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, you shouldn't bring that kind of stuff up to me in front of all those people anyway.
Well, I had no idea that it was going to be wrong. You know what I mean? I thought I was, doing a good thing.
All right.
I thought I was going to get a gold star.
All right. I'll explain this to you, but we're going to give it a 10-minute time limit so it doesn't turn into a big ugly thing.
All right.
All right. Start the clock now.
All right. Wait a second. I got it.
Are you ready? Start the clock now.
I got it.
All right. All right. Turn that off. All right, here's what happened. I go back in the office yesterday, and there's a million things going on. And Baba Booey says to me, Wolf, you're going to love this. We pulled a great practical joke.
Okay.
All right, I said, oh, great. Great.
I remembered that John said they had a practical joke brewing.
Yeah. I think that was something different.
That's different?
No, this was it.
Oh, this was it.
Yeah, because when I got the idea for this, I actually ran it by John, and he thought it was good. And
you ran it by John. That was a good idea.
John actually gave me a couple of good jokes for this practical joke.
Anyway, so what was Baba Booey's big practical joke? Yesterday we had in Mike Judge, of course, from Beavis and Butthead, who was a real good sport, stayed with us for an hour and a half. I thought he was real funny. It was a lot of fun having the guy in. And I'd like to have him back on as a guest. Mm-hmm. I thought he was real good. Mm-hmm. Didn't you?
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
It was a nice energy to have him in the room. So Baba Boofy, using his quick wit, decided he is going to do a practical joke on Mike Judge.
Oh.
So when Mike Judge goes back to record...
you're such a piece of
all right, we promised we wouldn't raise our voices.
Oh.
So
I was so tempted. You know what I wanted to do yesterday? As Robin was walking out, I was going to pull Robin into a room and tell her that I did this. And
tell her you did this.
To get her reaction.
No, I wish you would have asked someone.
I would have liked to have gotten her reaction before you had a chance to...
All right, so let me finish the story.
Oh, he thinks I would react differently?
Yeah. So anyway, I go, yeah.
Well,
now,
there's a possibility that... Because I do lie to you in the halls when you do something good for air.
As Gary is telling me this story, you got to understand, Scott Einziger's in the room, Robin from the E! Network, Jackie Marlowe, John.
Yeah, because I walked in there for a second and there were a whole table full of people.
Yeah, and I couldn't understand why there was a table full of people, because Jackie Marlowe never comes back.
Actually, I didn't have them in there. I didn't put them in there. Everyone was waiting for you. You had another meeting first, and so all your meetings were backed up.
Oh.
I wanted to see the beheading.
No,
was that what it was?
No, it wasn't.
Jackie had questions for me.
Jackie had questions for you, and the E! people were waiting for you.
All right, okay. All right, so evidently there was a lot of people had a lot of different things. Everyone wanted to get out of there, so they were all waiting for me. So it was kind of weird. So Gary couldn't wait to tell me in front of all these people what he had done. So I said, okay, what'd you do? He says, well, I took Mike Judge back into the production studio. And you know how we have some of the celebrities cut IDs and stuff?
Sure, yeah.
And Mike was good enough, after being here an hour and a half, Mike was good enough to cut a few IDs. Gary goes, boss, so what we did was, I wrote a whole bunch of ridiculous IDs and had Mike Judge standing there for a whole long time cutting all different IDs. That was stupid. Even an answering machine message for me.
It was exactly, you can see it's 3 minutes and something seconds.
So anyway, I go, Gary, what are you doing? What are you doing? The guy is a friend of the show. He enjoys the show. He loved it, Bull. He loves the show. I go, Gary, the guy is smart enough not to, if he's annoyed, not to sit there and let on while you're doing this. He's being a good sport. Instead of just storming out, the guy's trying to be nice to you.
Yeah.
And he's recording these things. But tell Rob, I couldn't even understand what the joke was.
The joke was to have him start cutting some IDs that were silly and just have them get continually sillier.
And see how long you could keep him going or something?
Right, just to see if he would. I thought at some point he'd turn around and say, I'm not going to cut that, because the last one he cut was for your cats.
I don't know why. No, it's not that it's not funny. It's just that
why would you bring somebody here to goof on them like that in a back office?
Well, so Gary goes, this is the kind of thing, this is what he says to me, this is the kind of thing we do all the time. Who would know you wouldn't like it this time? I go, when have I ever sanctioned that?
Each other that way.
Yeah.
We played.
There's a big difference between goofing on Mike Judge. I said, when do I ever take a guy back there? I said, first of all, if I did the Letterman show, right, or the Leno show, and they asked me to do some extra stuff for them, I would do it because I'm a fan of the show. And I would, I wouldn't want to insult them, so I'm amenable. But meanwhile, the whole time I'd be sitting there going, I'm never doing this again, and I'm not coming back on this show.
Yeah, what kind of is this?
What kind of crap is this? What kind of crap is this?
Well, I was going to say a dirty word, so I had to bleep myself.
What kind of crap is this? So Gary, it wouldn't be so bad if Gary just said to me, wow, I really screwed up. But then he starts defending it. And hey, this is the kind of thing we always do.
I said, I'm sorry.
When have we ever done this to a guest?
No, but wait a second. But then he says,
Jessica Hahn.
Oh, no, that's me making a phony phone call to Jessica. And you should always clear that kind of stuff with me.
Okay, I mean,
I was surprised you went off half-cocked like that.
I thought of it in a second. I didn't have time to clear it with you because it was right after the show. And
but I don't even mind that. But then he says, well, who knows when you're going to like something, I'm not going to. It's like I'm a jerk because I'm inconsistent.
Right. He always says that about you.
You can't predict with Howard. So I said, well, just ask Howard.
I can't read your mind.
I said,
I can't read your, he gave me one of those I can't read your mind speeches.
The exact thing was, I said, I'm sorry. I thought this was the kind of thing that you would like. I apologize.
And then Jackie goes, hey, I think it's funny.
Well, actually, Jackie and I had wait a second. Right. Jackie and I had a big fight yesterday because I thought you were going to love it, and then you said, what the hell did you do that for? That was really stupid. And then you go, the guy probably walked out here upset. And then so you're really bumming out at me. And Jackie goes, oh yeah, I saw him in the guest lounge. He looked very pissed off. So I said, Jackie, what do you? So
Gary told me about it, and I thought it was kind of funny. I really did. You know.
Well, Jackie was totally confused by the whole thing because he says, oh, what's the big deal? It's fine to do that. And I go, Jackie, one day...
We don't even know this guy.
We don't know this guy. One day you'll have a show. You tell me if you're going to sit and jerk around the people that you like.
Come on.
What are you talking about? Come on.
We do know the guy a little bit,
No, I don't know him.
And Howard doesn't know him.
And you don't even know him.
Yeah, well,
you went to lunch with him one time, Jackie.
Okay. The point is, I didn't think it was as big a deal as... I didn't think
because Jackie is busy hounding everyone for autographs and all.
He can't get autographs.
The point was that... whether I was wrong or right, Gary played it for me, and I did
think it was kind of funny. Whether
Jack,
it was wrong or right.
but Jack, you have no ability to read people.
I didn't say I did.
You really don't. That's one of your. You're a funny guy and all that, but you can't read
I'm
people.
Very stupid with people, but he played it for me. And I thought it was kind of
funny. That's why people. He doesn't believe it. People hate him.
I didn't mean
Find out why Tom hates you. Everyone hates you.
Nobody hates me
because you don't read people.
Not as well as you.
And no, you don't. That's how I got to where I am.
The beauty of him, though, because he's so, he's just thick about this.
I know. He has no idea how the rest of the world perceives him. One day I'm going to tape people talking about you behind your back. You have no idea how I have to defend you. And people go, why do you defend Jackie?
I wish you wouldn't.
Oh, I have to. I have to.
Yeah, Jackie, we want you here.
I'm the idiot who likes you.
Actually, I should say Howard wants you here.
Robin doesn't even want you here.
Oh, that laugh goes right through your back.
But anyway, well, she's honest. Anyway, I'll tell you something.
Every human being walking isn't a threat to her.
Yeah, you threaten me a great deal, Jackie.
You said it, not me.
You do.
Anyway.
No, stay with Jackie.
So Fafa Fooey is now going around playing practical jokes. He's supposed to be my guest relations and make sure everybody leaves here happy.
Didn't we say this to him last week?
So Mike Judge ends up being here cutting IDs.
For how long? How long did they keep him?
Well,
3 minutes and 20
No, that's how long the IDs last. The guy has to sit there and record them on top of the other ones he had to record for us.
He did the real ones?
Yeah, Gary thinks it was 3 minutes and 20 seconds. What am I, a dope? Don't treat me like a moron.
Wait a second, you just said you weren't going to raise your voice.
Don't treat me like a moron, though.
No, I said it was 3:20 extra.
I see.
And
extra.
You promised you
extra
weren't
on top of the hour and a half that he'd already done
didn't
here.
Didn't you just promise you weren't going to raise your voice?
I take it back. I can't. There's no way talking to you without raising my voice. And we had just gone through a whole thing where we had to chastise Jackie and Gorillo and Gary.
The treatment of guests and how they're supposed to be treated.
A flunky.
Mike Judge, you better pray Mike Judge comes back again.
He will.
All right, we'll see.
John had lunch with him yesterday, and he said he'd love to come back.
Good.
Pretty upset at lunch.
Shut up.
Jackie, was like, hey, it's okay, man. I
don't know why anyone here ever asked Jackie his opinion about anything.
I know. It's just
that has
wrong.
To do with people.
So anyway, I sat there, and I was just shocked that Baba Booey had done this. So I expressed it. I just said, I don't think what you did was right. I think it makes me look bad. I think if I went on a show and I did an hour and a half interview.
Yeah, doesn't he know that if something happens in here, everyone perceives that you did it anyway?
But Baba Booey's like, it's not like it's a big star. I go, would you do that to Arnold Schwarzenegger? I go, well, it's just Mike Judge. I go, no, it's not just. To me, Mike Judge is just as talented as Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But what does that to say? It's just
No, I didn't
Mike
say
Judge.
it's just Mike Judge. Arnold Schwarzenegger is, I'm not saying that what I did was right. So before you guys leap down my throat, which you're dying to do, let me explain.
We're doing that already.
I know, but I'm not saying that it's right.
And we're not leaping down your throat.
But I'm saying that Arnold Schwarzenegger is different because Arnold Schwarzenegger is not a comedian.
Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger. So would you do that to
Bob
Eddie Murphy?
Goldthwait.
I might.
You might do that to Eddie Murphy. You would sit there and jerk him around.
I wouldn't do it to Eddie Murphy.
All right. You wouldn't do it to anyone. Why would you waste someone's time like that? And you know what? I turned to Jackie afterwards. I said, you know what this is about? Gary wanted that Beavis and Butthead ID for his answering machine.
That's just not true.
It's just so true.
That's just not
true.
true.
Then why was one of the goofs, it had to be an answering machine message for you?
Because it was one of the...
Why didn't you get it for me? Why didn't you get a Howard answering message?
It could have just as well been that.
Oh, but it was your answering message.
You're very wrong about that.
So take it and burn it. I don't ever want to hear that on your machine.
And you won't, but I could
on his machine.
What?
I called last night. It was on his machine.
He's lying.
Is that right?
Jackie, shut up, you fat bastard.
The point is, though, Howard, if you had
See, that's what he did yesterday.
Excuse me,
That's
if
what I
you
was
had
trying to
liked
explain
it,
to
it
you.
would have been on his machine.
Believe me, if it had gone over, it would have been on his machine. Admit that.
And if I wanted Howard...
It was all about getting Mike Judge. You know what it is? I laid down a rule. Gary is not allowed.
Howard!
Gary is not...
Jesus Christ!
Gary is not allowed to ask the guest for answering messages.
Howard, would
For
you
a
let
while,
me talk?
Gary was doing that.
Yes, and
I
Mike
did it
Judge would have
once.
been the kind of guest
Once. How many times did I do it? I did it once.
they would ask.
I put a stop to that.
How many times did I do it?
And I must tell you that this was a way to get a Beavis and Butthead answering message.
If I wanted
and I say, hey, if Mike Judge is a good pal of yours,
then you do whatever you
do
want.
it off the air. Go to a studio.
And I could have.
And have him cut a message.
I could have. And Howard, I could do that tomorrow. I could
do it tomorrow and you're no longer working for me.
I could have easily said, hey, Mike, do an answering machine message. That's not what it was about.
Okay.
There's 5 other jokes in there.
So 5 other jokes, but one of the jokes is an answering message for you.
It could have been
All right,
anything.
let me hear what you had Mike Judge cut. Where is it?
It's up there.
All right, these are them? All right, here it is. This is what Mike
And
Judge...
when were you going to spring the joke on Mike?
Never.
Well, I was hoping he was going to get it.
Oh. I knew that Gary must have been feeling some guilt over it because the way he came racing in to tell me about it.
No, I felt no guilt over it whatsoever. I really thought it was a good idea. So I have a couple of ones that are not for station. I don't know if it's a problem. Howard's daughter Emily is going to be 10. You think you could just wish her happy birthday? Her name's Emily.
Okay.
Then why are you playing it if it's going to upset you so much?
Why are you jerking this guy around? And why you put my daughter Emily needs a Beavis and Butthead message?
Howard, we just went through this. I told you I agree it's wrong and I apologize. And now you're going to
do that to the guy. Guy's here hour and a half doing the show. Okay.
Happy birthday, Emily.
Poor guy's cutting.
He already told us that this hurts his voice when he does it.
And you could see the guy's already annoyed. He goes, hey, I don't. He just went, happy birthday, Emily. He doesn't want to be doing Beavis and Butthead happy birthday, Emily messages. He's being nice to you because he digs the show.
We're agreed on that. I don't know why.
So why do you torture my guests?
But I already said it was wrong, and I already said I was sorry. What else would you like me to say, Howard?
What do you want, Gorilla?
We know where he's staying. Do you want to speak to him?
No, I don't want to speak to him. I'm thoroughly embarrassed.
Embarrassed, yeah. Well, you might want to apologize. Maybe you want to have Gary apologize.
Why don't you have him sweep the studio? That's a funny joke. Have all my guests come in and sweep the studio, clean up afterwards. They can help Fred clean up the carts.
It's becoming a gauntlet for the guests to get out of here without being sabotaged.
Well, they don't have to get past you, Robin. You're gone before they are.
At least I'm not bothering anybody.
Okay.
Howard, don't play anymore because it's
happy birthday, Emily.
Oh.
Yeah. How's it going?
Howard needs a birthday message for Emily.
Well, you'd have to play the entire thing to get it, but don't.
This pains me. This is painful.
Howard, I already said I'm sorry. What's left to do? What is left for me to do besides apologize?
I want to hear it. Just sit and listen. I want to listen to your work. I want to hear you jerk around Mike Judge.
I happen to know for fact we're already over the 10-minute limit.
I want to hear you. I want to hear you jerk off Mike Judge.
We're over the 10-minute limit, and you promised.
I want to wallow in it. I'm suicidal over it.
Do I have to? Do you need me here for it?
Gary's one. Balls. It's hard to get kissed on this floor.
Yeah, he's the one who's always telling you that.
Yeah. Well, now I know why.
It's hard because of him.
Yeah, not because of me.
All right. Let me see. I'm trying to think of something I could say.
Yeah. This is great. This is what they're
working here.
He's working. He had to come here and work.
For his stupid joke. Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
You know, somebody called me up last night and said, what is with Robin? Does she have a vendetta against you?
Because she worries about the show, too.
One of your friends?
Oh, no, it was one of my enemies that called Robin.
You mean she's wrong for being upset about it, too?
No, she's not.
She should be like Jackie. Hey, he's a good guy.
She's not wrong.
Jackie, you don't see the problem with this?
Did you ask me a question?
Jackie, you don't see the problem with this?
I tried to explain before, but I didn't get a chance.
It's funny. It's funny. It's a real joke.
I'm not saying that Robin's not wrong for being upset, but she, you know...
Fred, do you see the joke in this?
I think I see your point.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it to the guy.
No, I wouldn't either.
But I'm not a good judge of that kind of thing either.
Well, yes, you are. Why are you putting yourself down? Are you
I just wouldn't do it. I'm trying to give Gary an out, but...
Why does everyone want to give Gary an out? He's got to know he did wrong. He's childish.
Well, see, he doesn't want to get the kind of calls to Gary's phone that I get.
Gary knows he did wrong.
He doesn't want people saying he's got a vendetta against Gary.
Poor Mike Judge.
I don't know. What else you got? Or should I say something more? I mean, what should?
The guy's just trying to be accommodating.
Yeah, he's being accommodating and nice, and he wants to please you. Your name is in here. He's talking to your daughter.
These are only going to upset you more.
If it's too painful for you, you can leave. I want to hear them.
It's going to be too painful for you.
So then what? Don't worry about me. I'm a big boy. I can handle it.
But why would you want to torture yourself?
That's the way I got to. I want to know what's being done behind my back.
I told you.
By my producer. My producer. You are no longer my producer. I am demoting you. You are a paid intern.
Okay.
All right. Don't call yourself producer anymore. When you call up for guests, say, this is the paid intern.
I have to go outside and take my business cards and cross out producer.
Cross out producer.
And write in paid intern in crayon.
Fred is now the producer.
I want to be the producer.
What is that, Gary Puppet?
I want to be the producer. Wait till you hear the message that Mike cut for Gary's unborn fetus.
Was that right?
Unbelievable. Funny, though.
It's a birth announcement.
Pretty good. I don't know what to... Okay. Should I say something about your dad?
Your dad's cool. Your dad's cool.
Oh. Your dad's cool. Poor Mike Judge cutting birthday announcements at my radio station.
It gets a lot worse.
Ay. I'm nauseous. I'm so embarrassed.
Well, you told him you wanted him to take initiative.
This is what he decided. I need him to do computer work. I don't need him to take this kind of initiative. Why won't you clear this with me? Just say...
Because it was right after the show and we were going right in. I always would. But it was one of those things that was a spur of the moment.
It's the first time you've done something like this.
That's right.
And it's a disaster.
I can see that.
What is it, Gary Puppet?
Howard, you think that's bad? You should have seen what he did with Bruce Willis. I heard him on the phone. He said, "Hey, Bruce Willis, between takes, could you make a video commercial for my dad's ice cream store?" Push the rocky road.
Happy birthday, Emily. Your dad rules.
Oh, great. Yeah, I rule all right. I can't even keep my people under control. What a nice guy this Mike Judge is. Nice guy.
That's great. That's great. Now, another one is my general manager. His son Tom is in a band, and he was wondering if I could get you to do like an intro for the band.
Now, where would they use this? An intro for the band.
They wouldn't use it anywhere.
If he was making a joke. I understand.
At least understand the joke.
No, I understand
the
joke. I just don't understand why you do it to a guy who
Is this guy going to be sitting there saying, well, everybody who comes to the Howard Stern show gets jerked around, so I'm looking for the
no, what he's
bucket
gonna
of
say
water
is,
over the door.
No, what he's going to say is, hey, man, I went on the show, I did an hour and a half, man, and then I'm in this studio cutting 27 IDs, and then he finds out, okay, so now he finds out it was a goof. Hey, man, they're goofing on me? I mean, like, they're wasting my time?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Nobody expects to come here. It's bad enough sitting in that chair.
You need
to
apologize.
They don't expect to walk out the door, and then the goof continues.
You have to apologize
I don't have a problem doing that.
Tell him that you have no sense of humor, and that you tried to be funny for the first time in your life, and it backfired.
Right. That's exactly what happened.
You don't want him to do it on the air?
No, Robin, you don't need to do it on the air.
Do it on the air.
So do it on the air. So get him on the phone then. Go get him on the phone, Gorilla. You know where he's staying.
He expected to publicly humiliate him, so he should publicly apologize.
Right.
Not a problem. You public bitch.
I'm not hiding.
I mean, I know after you do an hour and a half on this radio show, you've done your duty.
This is confrontational. This is a very big deal to come in here and sit and perform with us.
He was uptight.
And that was his first appearance on the show. It's not like he's been here 100 times.
Yes, Gary Puppet?
Maybe Gary should pay him for his time, whatever that may cost.
There's an idea.
Well, according to what MTV pays him, it's not a whole lot of money.
Okay, so you're out $5.
Under the new contract.
Right.
Here's Burning Bush.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen.
He's cutting IDs.
You know what? Can I just say something, Howard?
Yikes.
Again, not defending myself at all.
Right.
I got the impression as he was doing this that he gets asked to do this sort of stuff a lot. I'm not saying that that's right or anything.
No, it's not right. It's not right.
And there's we're trying to create a perception of this show as a major player in the realm of
Gary,
show
you got to protect me against stuff like this.
Howard, how many times can you go over the same ground?
But we went over this a week ago. You say, how can we go over this the same ground? We went over it a week ago.
The difference
there's no difference between Jackie hounding the guests in the hall for autographs and you hounding them for IDs, even though it's a joke.
Can I tell you what I thought the difference was?
Is there a difference between that, Jackie?
Howard, can I tell you what I thought the difference was?
No. There isn't, right?
No.
Can I tell you what I thought the difference was?
Jackie, is there a difference between you asking someone for an autograph in the hall and asking...
Do you need anybody here?
Exactly. Actually, I want to hear it.
It's much easier to give an autograph than to do this.
Yeah, I'd rather Jackie ask for autographs.
But can I tell you what I thought the difference was?
What?
You want to know?
Yes.
I thought that the difference was that this was at least for the air and that Jackie's wasn't good for anything except for Jackie's notebook.
Oh.
I mean, that's really how I saw the difference.
Okay.
I didn't see, I wasn't out to pester the guest. I thought
your heart was in the right place.
At least it was for the air. I wasn't
doing don't pester the guest. All right, let's end this.
Wait a minute. Let's go with another theory. That he realized what Baba Booey was doing.
Yeah.
And then got pissed.
Yeah.
Is that what he wanted?
Yeah. In other words, let's say the result of the joke was Mike getting pissed, and then you go, "Hey, Mike, I'm doing a practical joke."
I didn't think Mike would get pissed. I thought he would just say, "I'm not going to do that." But thanks anyway.
So he would have been angry.
Yeah, of course he would have been. Why would he say no, Gary, unless he was pissed off and didn't want to do it?
So the goal was to piss him off.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I understand that if the guy wouldn't do the show, but the guy's into doing our show, and he likes me, and he likes the show. If the joke was successful, he'd be pissed, and if the joke is unsuccessful, he's pissed. But
yeah. So the ultimate goal was to piss him off.
Right.
Well, you work, Gary. You're a real good fan.
You pissed me off, I'll tell you that. All right, listen. I gotta say it again, and I don't care what anyone says. If you think I'm repetitive, then that's fine. Because Gary yells at me that I treat him like a moron.
No.
That I repeat things too many times.
May I
here
say
is a rule. I'm going to make it a simple rule.
Can I just say something?
No, there's nothing to say.
There is one thing to say. There's one thing really...
Not possible that there's one thing to say. All right, what is the one thing to say?
The one thing to say is that you and I had this conversation yesterday off the air.
Yes.
Everything was understood. Why do you feel it's necessary to berate me on the air for... now 20 minutes.
Because now I'm closer to 10 o'clock, and I'll be done soon.
Well, that makes sense.
All right, fine.
That makes
Everything
sense.
I do makes sense. That's what I need you to do.
But you understand how...
Wake up. Why? He doesn't get anything on the show. Yelling at you off the air doesn't do me any good.
Well, that makes you feel a little better.
Good. Here's the new rule. It's not actually a new rule. It's an old rule that I always assume was there.
Said one more time.
The guests are sacred. They are our friends. They are friends of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Friends of the show should not be jerked around after they've done the show. Why would we jerk them around? They've just done the show. And they're walking away happy. Our goal is not to make them unhappy.
The only person to jerk the guests is Howard. How about that?
Okay.
All right. And if you want to jerk a guest, come to me about it.
I will.
And then I will take you and throw you out a window. That's all. In fact, I'll have Fred throw you out the window. I can't dirty my hands. Fred's twice the man I am anyway. Gary Puppet, do you understand?
Wolf, I thought I was taking the bull by the teeth, and I have considerable sized teeth. I'm sorry.
I love the way that puppet turns his head after everything he says.
He's not looking at me.
I'm just sick of being on the E! Show now. That's like every day that one of these things goes down, you go back there with the E! people, and I go, my stuff wasn't funny. And they go, oh, yes, it was.
You're on.
You're on.
You're just a very funny guy.
You're the funniest guy on the E! Show. I like when the puppet stares at Gary and Gary won't look at the puppet. It's the funniest thing.
I think I intimidate him.
You refuse to look at that puppet.
Look into my eyes. You are getting sleepy. You are getting sleepy. Oh, I don't have to try that hard. You are asleep.
So Gorilla got Mike Judge on the phone?
He probably didn't even hear you.
Yeah. He's another worthless one. Well, anyway, I do feel bad for Mike Judge. What is it?
Go away.
What is it, John?
Mike's got a block on the phone this morning.
Oh.
He's got Letterman.
He's probably so upset that he couldn't sleep.
What is he doing, Letterman tonight?
Yeah.
Or he did it last night?
No, he's doing it tonight.
Oh, so he wants to get some sleep.
Probably. If you want,
I wonder if they'll jerk him when he gets out of there and make him do a bunch of IDs.
Maybe we can call him at like 9 o'clock.
Nah, don't. This is done with. Once we're done with it, we're done with it.
You know what, though? What you should do is make Gary apologize. We'll record it and send it to Mike.
No,
I'll
call,
written apology as well.
I can call him.
Since he had him cutting IDs.
I can
Let's
call
have
him
Gary
at a better
cut
hour.
All right,
an apology.
Cut an apology right now. Go ahead. Hey, and Stuttering John, come in here, too. He's another jerk. I had to throw Stuttering John out of here. I got Vic. He was funny.
Yeah. Well, we got a problem with Vic. He only shows up when he thinks he's going to be on the air.
How is this my fault? I don't know.
Did you have Mike Judge sign things yesterday at my radio station?
No. What happened was a couple people from the station came to me.
What? Let me take this real slow.
Okay.
I want to understand
this. A couple
this.
people from the station who work here.
Go ahead.
Came up to me and said,
yes.
Gary's on the end, so can you see if Mike will sign this? So I went.
And what is the rule on the show?
Wait, Gary, oh no. I went to Gary and said, Gary.
You said, Howard, remember I had this conversation with you. If the guest is okay with it, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a problem, and it's for somebody at the station, it's not a lot. You said it was okay, and if it's not every time.
All right, I'm making a new rule.
But I did exactly what I said.
I'm making a new rule. All right, you handle it properly. Gary, handle it properly. From now on, no signatures on anything.
Okay.
Without me being asked. And no jerking the guests around, period. The guests are my guests. They are not, just because you went to lunch with the guy, when he's on my show, he's my guest. When you go to lunch with him, you can sign all the things you want. You sit there, if he wants to go to lunch with you and sign things, fine. But he is my guest. He's not your guest. He don't want to know you.
Yeah, I know.
You're nothing.
Why am I involved?
You're involved because I don't like what you're up to.
What am I up to?
You're sneaky.
What did I do? I can't. This is
do what Gary does. Sign the autographs yourself. Like he did with James Taylor.
To Gary.
To Gary.
He signs his own autograph.
Yeah.
My pal.
I asked Gary about it. I said, I always ask the producer, man.
Now, here's the rule. No autograph signing. I don't care if Tom is the biggest jackass on the planet.
I'm a little upset because you keep putting responsibility back into your own lap.
I can't help it.
Which means that in the middle of this show, you're going to have people running in saying, Wolf, should you get this signed?
I don't care. It's better that way.
No autographs.
Period. Good.
Including Tom.
Including Tom Chiusano.
The guests aren't here to see Tom.
Tom doesn't do anything for me. He's a nitwit who stands there and takes orders like Eichmann. You just do me a favor.
What is the rule on the Letterman show? The guests do not get bothered.
Right.
Well, that's
they don't
not
have
true.
CBS people coming down asking for autographs.
That's just not true, because whenever Howard goes there, he's bombarded with books.
Well, that's wrong.
Well, that's too bad.
Somebody should be yelling at them.
Right.
Howard, seriously?
Go ahead.
Serious question. When you go to Letterman, you know how people hit you with books as you walk by.
Right. They shouldn't.
But does that really upset you, or is it just one of the things that you feel is something to live with?
No, it's not that it upsets me. Let me just tell you something. I don't mind signing a book for somebody. I sign books for people all day and night. Problem is that when you're going to a Letterman show, while the rest of the people think it's just fun and frivolous, there's tremendous preparation and tremendous pressure to go out and be funny within 10 minutes. It's like being shot out of a rocket. And you focus in on what you have to do. The less distractions you have, the better it is for you.
I'm talking about, usually they get you on the way out.
Wait. And when you leave, it's 5:30. It starts taping at 5:30. Sometimes I get out of there at 6:30. That means I'm going to be on the Long Island Expressway for 2 hours. The sooner I can get out the door, the happier I'd be. It doesn't make me unhappy to sign the things. I'm happy people like the book. But at the same point, if I could just get out the door, I'd be happy doing it. I've signed enough books to gratify my own ego. I don't need it everywhere I go.
Go away.
Why don't you go puke on somebody?
Oh, my God.
Oh, God, is he disgusting.
TV.
It's not that it bothers. I mean, I'm happy people enjoy the book. Don't get me wrong. It's just that if you could avoid it, you'd want to.
By the same token, I think those are rather ancillary. But you don't have somebody in a blue jacket at one of the pages at NBC at the when you do the Leno show coming up with a bunch of books for you to sign.
Actually, that's exactly what happens.
That's not what happens.
It is. It happens.
No, it isn't.
I've seen it happen.
Well, I haven't, and I've been there more than you. And quite frankly, I don't care what goes on at the Letterman show.
No, it was just a question. That's all it was.
What is it, Gorilla?
I really hate to do this, but everybody's calling on the phone and saying on the E! Show, when Tim Allen was here, that Gary was getting an autograph for his wife.
For your wife?
No, I got it for a friend. He had pictures, and they said, "Does anybody want an autograph?" So he had 8x10s with him.
Oh, he asked.
Yes.
If anyone wants to. That's fine. If he wants to sit there and sign autographs, that's fine.
That's his business.
That's okay.
Sometimes they bring 8x10s, and like Pamela Anderson brought posters.
If she has nothing better to do than to sit there and sign her own picture, then fine. Let her do it.
Who needs autograph? They said, would you like some autographed Playboys? I didn't get one. I got one for Ralph and for Tom.
That's fine. But if Tom comes up to you, our esteemed general manager who has nothing to do all day, and he sits there and he goes, "My son really likes Baywatch. Can you get me a signed autograph?" Like a mental patient, just say no. When Pamela Anderson hangs out with you, Tom, she'll sign autographs for you. She's a guest on my show. That's all. Simple. Now there's I got no problem. Everyone can walk in.
There's no confusion.
Any person who comes on this show now knows they can walk in and out of the building unencumbered by practical jokes and autograph seekers. Hey, guests, it's safe to come back on the Stern Show. I've cleaned everything up.
Gary's under control.
Gary's under control. My producer is now relaxing.
We're up to 33 minutes.
That's right.
I just wanted to let you know.
No, that's 23. Subtract the 10. Those 10 don't count.
Is that like going 3.5 minutes?
That's right. You're 23 over. I'll tell you something. I've got problems on this show. There's no question about it. I've been very busy and I haven't had time to sit and lecture.
You are no longer able to keep track of everything that's going on here because you've gotten too busy.
That's right. Usually I used to be here till 2, 3 o'clock, but I can't.
You could watch them.
It's a big party here after I leave. No one here on this show has worked any place else. They don't know what it is to really work. That's why I never lose anybody. Who would work anywhere else? There's no work going on here.
Howard, being here till 3 o'clock
I need someone to produce my producer.
Being here till 3 o'clock yesterday wouldn't have changed anything. I still would have made the same stupid mistake.
All right. Well, listen.
He doesn't need a full day to make that many mistakes.
Okay, I understand.
I need a full day for something else.
All right, Fafafui, you are not going to...
Hey, can I unveil the Robin puppet?
Yeah, go ahead. Where is it? Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Let me see. I didn't know there was one. Go ahead. He's got a Robin puppet. How he has the energy to make jokes now after his first joke bombed.
He's on a roll.
He's on a roll, all right, Gary Puffett.
Hope this works.
This is why I don't think any of your lectures make any difference. He's never cowed.
What's he going to do?
You just can't break him.
What do you want me to do? You want me to fire him?
No, I don't want you to fire him.
So then forget it.
Past that point.
All right, here is the debut of the Robin puppet. Gary has evidently put something together.
No. Let me preface this by saying that somebody gave this to Jackie at an appearance.
All right.
And Jackie gave it to me saying that, when Robin gets on you might be a good time.
All right, let me see.
To unveil it.
Oh, Jackie's helping you with me.
Of course.
I'm not helping. I just kind of passed the buck.
Right.
Need to produce it.
So this is the Robin puppet.
Not the most flattering thing.
Very cute.
Oh, my.
You know what Jackie told me? The guy told him, see the teeth?
Yeah.
It's his grandmother's real teeth.
It's his grandmother's real teeth.
Oh, my.
God.
Well, it's got a lovely chest.
Show him the hooters.
Oh, yeah, you got to see this.
Well, work it.
Does it actually move, Jack?
Yeah, it's pretty tough. You got to look for the whole way up there.
You can't even get your hand up there.
Yeah,
That's the Robin puppet?
I'm busy.
There you go. Give it to Fred. He can work it. Fred is a professional puppeteer.
You got to try and jam your hand all the way up that cardboard tube.
It's a Robin puppet now. The whole show
Well, that'll certainly make me nicer to you, Gary.
Jam your whole hand up
Can't
there.
make it any worse, Quivers.
Go ahead.
You don't know me. I've been going easy.
Tight in here.
What is that, Fred? I mean, Robin. Yes.
Check them out. Where are they? I'm busy. Gary, you are an idiot. What is the matter with you? Howard, you must get on your people. They're out of control. Jackie, shut up.
Wow, nice job.
I can't move the teeth, though.
Yeah, well, that's with his grandmother's teeth.
You can have Ralph work in the mouth.
All right, very good. All right, Gary, repeat after me. I will not pick my nose without making sure Wolfer wants me to. I will put guests on a pedestal. I will look up pedestal to see what it is in the dictionary. I will figure out why you yell at me on the air. I will pout and be moody. To show my interns. That I am the world's worst example. All right, thank you.
And you guys said I would never repeat again. I repeat like
there you go.
Often.
All right, Gary, you can leave now.
Friend Richard Christy is in this week. He's an electrician, and he's in a band. Does a lot of different things, and over the years has sent us in a lot of material. And like this.
Kiss a guy if he wants to. Kiss a guy if he wants to. Kiss a guy if he wants to. You'd kiss a guy too if you loved Mangoo. Casey puts the game for the crowd. The German homo. He pulled his pants down for the crowd. Casey puts the game on the ground. He's a homo. The homo's back and there's a gay celebration. Casey Armstrong, the homo's back. He just returned from his San Francisco vacation. Casey Armstrong, the homo's back. He had a great time.
We had a lot of good songs. And he's here this week. He's trying to get John's job. He's the final person in this get John's job thing.
Working overtime, though. I was thinking about the number of bits. I love that one where he took Eric the Midget.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Hello, Gary.
Made him a horror film.
Coming soon from director Richard Christy, a new horror film that will have your bowels exploding in fear. Presenting Night of the Midget.
Hello? Hello, Gary. I'm leaving this message because Howard's message box is full.
Oh, hell, not again.
And I want to make sure that he hears as clear as a bell.
I'm sorry, you have the wrong number.
He is a left-brained, big-nosed jackass.
You've got the wrong number.
That needs to stop saying bad things about American Idol and its contestants.
Gasp as a once harmless midget explodes into murderous rage.
Hello?
If you don't have anything good to say about someone or something, shut shut the hell up.
For God's sake, what are you doing?
I'm tired of hearing you bash Kelly, Clay, Ruben.
Why are you doing this?
And all the other idols that are my favorites. So tell them to shut the up.
And witness the horrifying climax.
Hello? The caller is in the house. The calls are coming from the house.
Shut the up.
Night of the Midget, rolling into theaters, summer 2004.
Wow. Very nice. Very, very nice. How are you?
Hot.
Good. That was so hot.
I don't call in to get made fun of.
I watched that yesterday, the Nicole Richie show. What is that? Simple Life 2?
Simple Life 2, yes.
The whole time,
That's hot.
all those chicks say is, that's hot.
That's sexy. That's hot.
I think it's something, and again, Nicole didn't seem dumb when she was in here, but it almost seems like a dumb thing to say when you got nothing else to say, but that's hot.
It's almost like a parody that they do on Saturday Night Live.
By the way, I know, if you check out the picture of her on howardstern.com today, of Nicole Richie, you see how good she looks. But you tune into that show and she looks short, fat, dumpy.
I'm telling you, it's standing next to Paris.
It ruins her.
I mean, if I was standing next to Paris Hilton, I'd look short, fat, and dumpy, too.
That Paris has got a sick body.
A sick body.
Oh, my God, she's freakish.
Yeah, a girl cannot stand next to her.
Flat ass, that's all I'll say.
What'd you do to yourself?
Where?
Did you cut your hair or something?
Oh, yeah, I got a haircut.
Oh, yeah, it looks weird.
Does it really?
Yeah, it's a little too short, dude.
Really?
It's a little too military.
High and tight, baby.
That's how the guys like it, though.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you have to wonder what he's
yeah.
going for.
That's a gay thing?
I got tired of guys pulling on his hair, so I cut it real short.
This is Rod Steffington.
I had fag over at the Playgirl
mansion.
Playgirl mansion.
Dude, did you hear his Robin's Titanic song?
No.
Oh, it's great.
Really?
I think Fred's got it on the CD over there. We just have the chorus.
Between brown thighs.
No, it's
Robin, I want to know what it's like.
That one?
To bake with you and find white wine.
It's the one from the it's on the CD with the ones
It says first track, and that's the first track.
Between brown thighs.
This one?
No. It's on the ones with the new ones, the ones that we haven't played.
That's the one you just gave me yesterday. And
Is it over here?
Track 1, and I'm playing the track 1.
Oh, that's strange.
Maybe it's over there. Let me see that. You got so many goddamn songs we can't keep track of them.
I know.
You got it there?
No, these are voicemail here.
What voicemail you got?
Oh, yeah.
I got some new voicemail.
Oh, yeah?
Some famous people called KC to welcome him back, I think.
Oh, all right. I haven't heard these.
That's what I got.
Yeah, KC, it's Rip Taylor. I'm just calling to say I hope you had fun out here in San Francisco at FagFest 2004 last week. Looked like you were having a fun vacation. I hear you're back at work now. Just calling to say congratulations. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Rip Taylor signing off. Bye, KC.
All right. I didn't know you were down at FagFest.
He was the king of FagFest this year.
He won the king?
Yeah.
FagFest 1 was the best.
Yeah, KC, this is Harry Manass. I'm the captain of the gay cruise that you took down here in Key West a couple weeks ago. I just wanted to say I had fun hanging out with you for your gay vacation. Yeah, it looked like you were having fun with me and all the other seamen. Yeah, just want to congratulate you and say it's good to see that you're back to work. Hope you had a good gay vacation. Give me a call sometimes. Harry Manass. Talk to you later, KC. Bye.
And we thought he was down there doing comedy club.
Yeah, what do we know?
Manass of the North Carolina Manasses.
Yeah, KC, Ryan Seacrest here. I just wanted to say, when it comes to Saturday night prostate exams, you've got a knack. Anytime you want to come back out here to West Hollywood and hang out for your gay vacation, you're definitely welcome to stay with me. This is Ryan Seacrest. Seacrest out. Love you, KC. Bye.
Wow. Ryan Seacrest called.
Yeah. He knows all the famous gay guys.
You know, yeah.
I didn't know Harry Manass was gay. I can't believe you outed him.
Yeah.
Hope he's not mad.
Well, Ryan Seacrest says he's not gay.
Not right, he's not.
Yeah, he's not. He's just
acts a little gay, yeah.
We're just joking.
Yeah. And by the way, that wasn't really Ryan Seacrest. That was you, right?
That was me, yeah. Sorry.
Dead on impression.
Right, I thought we were on to
I tried to trick you guys, but I don't know. I guess it wasn't a good enough impression.
Hey, what's going on, KC? This is George Michael. Just wanted to say I had a great time performing with you out here at the Fire Island Wiener Fest 2004. Yeah, I really had a great time. Just wanted to say I hope you had a good rest of your gay vacation. Yeah, give me a call sometime. I'm still out here at Fire Island.
Wow.
I'll talk to you later, KC. Bye.
I didn't know George Michael had a place on Fire Island.
Yeah. He also
pretty cool.
stays at the Come In out at
the
California.
Come In? Yeah. Come in.
Out on Fire Island.
Casey's been busy. He's been all over the place, been having a good time.
Every weekend is a gay vacation.
I mean, God, Case, could you take a gay rest?
Yeah. I mean, they must plan all the gay stuff in 1 month, you know, because...
KC, this is Frank from the Rusty Dildo out in Cheyenne, Wyoming. I just wanted to call and say, you know, cowboy, you can back out and ride this stallion any day. I had a great time hanging out with you on your gay vacation. Yeah, I hope everything else went well on your vacation, and it's good to hear that you're back to work. I just wanted to call and say congratulations. So this is a shout-out from old Cheyenne, Wyoming, Rusty Dildo. I'll talk to you later, KC. Bye.
All right, so your thing is Casey was on vacation for a month, and he was going all the gay spots.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
He went to the Rusty Dildo.
Good time.
Had a good time.
The Rusty Dildo sounds a little hardcore to me, but what do I know?
Rusty Dildo actually used to play right field for the Mets.
I remember him.
Yeah, he was good.
What do you got for us today? Maybe I should take a break, and then we can...
Bring in the Wack Packer?
Oh, is that what you got?
Yeah.
What is this, one of your buddies?
Yeah, his name's Skip Skiffington. He's from Missouri.
All right, I'll take a look at him.
Was this where you got Rod Stiffington from?
Yeah, well, his friend's named Rod, and I kind of mixed the two together.
Nice.
Just one of Casey's gay friends?
It could be. We'll see if they hit it off.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
We get your phone calls. We get your phone calls every day.
Yes. Hi, KC. My name's Dr. I'm a neurosurgeon down here in Orlando, Florida, and I thought I'd just call and give you a theory on why you might be wetting the bed. The first theory I had is that you might have a counterbalance of neurostimuli in your brain, and the second theory, which I think proves to be more true, is it's probably you're a faggot. And wetting the bed is usually a cover-up for a faggot. But the other theory could prove to be true also. I'm not sure, but give me a call if you need some help. I'd be glad to help. Thanks for your time, and good luck, Casey. Bye.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show, 95X.
What is the... this is the Robin Titanic song.
Robin, I'd love to touch your stuff, and I've ruined my bedsheets when I dreamed of you in a phone.
I'm not a big fan of that one.
No, I don't even know what he's singing.
I get that.
Casey must have liked it.
Casey.
Hi, Casey.
Last line was a Pulitzer, though.
Right.
Oh, see that bag, please get Casey, here's the posing queen.
Rob, I don't even sign petitions. Where's Richard, man? Bring in your... What's the Wack Pack dude's name? Skip Skiffington?
Yeah, I think that's what he said. Skip Skiffington.
This is one of... Hey, how you doing, Skip? Skip Skiffington. He doesn't seem that messed up. You don't seem that messed up.
Well, let him sit down first. Actually, looks very official.
Yeah, where'd you meet this guy?
Well, the way I met Skip is about 10 years ago, a friend of mine found a cassette tape of some of his music where he worked, and I had never heard anything like it, and I was like, we got to meet this guy. And so he found out who it was, my friend did, and we decided to get together and jam with Skip, and we get together about once a year and play music with him.
You're a singer?
Yes, sir.
And that's what you do for a living?
Well, I'm kind of a mental case after a head injury I had when I was 20 years old.
How'd you injure your head?
Well, you know how partying goes. I hit the blackout stage, and I jumped on this truck, and they took off, and, of course, I fell off.
Well, I don't understand. You were partying?
Yeah, I hit the blackout stage. I was,
What's a blackout stage?
He blacked
drunkenness.
Oh, the blackout. Oh, you blacked out while drinking.
Yeah.
Right.
I see. And then when you blacked out, you fell down?
No.
In a drunken stupor, I yelled at this guy, and he kind of stopped, and I got on the back of his truck. And then he took off, and then when I was going about 30 miles an hour, then I somehow fell off.
I see. And then you banged your head onto concrete?
Yeah, and broke my nose and some stuff damaged.
And what happened to your IQ? Are you smart still, or did you lose?
No, I'm fine, really. I have to take medication, though, to keep me out of institutions. I don't know if you know much about that.
You've been in a mental institution?
Of my 50 years on Earth, I spent about a year of my life in locked wards, yeah.
Wow.
What happens to you if you don't take your medication?
Well, I get kind of goofy, for lack of a better term. I give things away.
I think that'd be more fun if you came in here without your medication.
Yeah, well, see, my parents have limited guardianship on me in the state of Missouri. They made as guardianship of treatment. They give me an injection of 150 milligrams of Haldol every 4 weeks. Then I take Artane for the side effects, and then they started me on some Klonopin here about a month ago, which is really helping a lot.
So you live with your folks?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's fun.
My dad's...
How old are you?
I'm 50.
You ever get laid?
Oh, all the time.
Really?
Well, you know, whenever you want to. You know how easy it is.
Oh, you'll go to a hooker?
You can, yeah, but usually I try to avoid that.
Oh, you see you work with girls and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
You got a girlfriend?
Used to have, but it turned out to be a real abusive relationship this last time, so I had to get out of it.
She was beating you?
No, she's trying to get my money.
Richard, what's so weird about this
Sounds
guy?
normal. Well, one wild thing about Skip is he went through shock treatments in the 80s, and he was talking a while ago about the wicked headaches he used to get after shock treatments. Yeah. He went through some brutal shock treatments.
Is his singing funny? Do we have an example of that, perhaps?
Yeah, I think KC gave you. They also did a version of Restless Restless.
Oh, did you?
Actually, it's right here.
Now, where's Gay KC? Because I don't think this guy's that weird, no offense.
He seems all right now.
Yeah,
He's taking a lot of medication, and it's funny that he lives at home with his parents.
Sounds like he fell on his head, but that's all right. This is it, Skip Skiffington right here?
Yes, sir.
All right. What are you pointing to, Case?
CD1.
Oh, CD1, it's already in there. Okay.
Yeah, that's a sample of him singing.
A woman who loves a man will have his baby. A woman...
You wrote this?
I made it up.
No.
You don't play any instruments?
I play guitar.
Oh, well, why wouldn't you play for yourself?
It's better than Vinny.
Well, that was my early stuff. That was my spoken word before I learned how to play guitar. I mean, this is when I first realized I had a musical creative genius, yeah.
Let's see what else you got here. Let me see if I can cue this thing up. Because I'll be honest with you, in the evaluation of this thing, I don't think you're that weird a guy.
I'm really not, but, you know,
I don't think
if you would see me when I'm psychotic, though, you'd want me on some medication.
I don't know if I'd call him weird, but he's very interesting. He's got a lot of theories, too.
What are we listening to here?
This is their version of Restless Restless.
Oh, he did this?
They did this last night, actually, yeah.
I wore your purple dress. I put on my dancing shoes. But not like all the rest. I didn't have a clue. I picked you up at 10.
No, it's not bad. See, you're not that weird.
Well, Howard,
which is a good thing for you. Yeah.
Howard, in his defense, I think he thinks that Jesus was a little gay. Is that right?
No, Jesus wasn't gay. I believe Judas Iscariot was, and he came on to Christ, and Christ rejected him, and then that's when
he turned him
into the Romans for, what was it, 8 pieces of 8?
I believe that, too.
Because, I mean, if you're a straight guy like I am, and you have queers come on to you, and then you reject them, it hurts their feelings.
I see. So you feel it was a gay thing gone bad?
Yeah, we all have... You know how it was growing up. I mean, when you came into the world and growing up, you didn't know about sex. They had to teach, you had to learn.
I understand. Yes, Cliff, go ahead.
Yeah, the only thing funny about this guy is his Rube accent in all actuality. I mean, come on, this guy's like totally boring. He doesn't even have...
Is that Joey Boots on the phone?
No, it's not Joey Boots. My name's Zola. Who said Zola?
It's Zola.
Dude, man, I'll tell you something right now. Richard Christy's just a poor imitation of Song Parody Man. One-trick pony, buddy.
I don't know. I see a lot of material coming out of there. I think he's had a good job. I'd say.
A lot of material, but so does Ben. He can't do a whack packer. I haven't seen him do an interview.
Skippington. Well, he had a good game yesterday.
Yeah, that was good, and I do like some of those bits.
Well, I got interviews coming up, too. Wait till tomorrow.
Let the week finish out.
I will, and you're going to get an opinion then. Hey, man, I don't like the fact that you're just being a copy of Dan, though, man. You know, come on, put some effort into it.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Man,
a lot of
people are pissed, I guess.
What are you going to do?
You should ask Skip about, the helium on the moon.
I don't think we should ask Skip anything more. He's not funny.
You should
and I don't mean that in a bad way. He's just not funny.
See how funny he is when I put a rake down his throat.
Well, no, I've always been told I was a serious type of a person, but I think that's one of the reasons the world is so messed up today is because people don't take it serious. They take it like
you do.
a joke.
What is it you think is funny about him, Casey? What is this, helium?
Well, yeah, because he thinks what's going to happen.
Well, it's an article by scientists that I have.
What is it?
It's about helium-3 that exists on the moon. It'll be the next nuclear-powered fuel.
Helium exists on the moon, but helium exists here.
No, it's helium-3.
Helium-3.
You need to read some of this stuff.
All right.
No, you don't explain it.
Well, I'm no scientist. I can't explain it. I'm not sure how it works, but from what I gather, and I've got this real good article here that I'll give you a copy of.
Where did you get the article from?
Out of the Springfield News and Leader about 15 years ago.
And they're saying helium-3 exists on the moon, and when we go to the moon, we'll be able to bottle it, and that will be...
Mine it.
And we will have fuel from helium-3.
Right.
Hey. It's going to be the next big thing, but that was written 15 years ago?
Yeah, but see, Dad asked me, he said, how are you going to get it? And I said, well, the only way you can get it is to go there and get it. It's a physical universe.
Yeah, you get in a rocket ship and go and get it.
You got to mine it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do you breathe? You got to wear that big bulky suit.
So what?
It's kind of hard.
I mean, but why is that so? Why is that crazy?
I don't know.
I don't think that's crazy.
It's a high-tech world. Another thing I'd like to point out, you know, the Unabomber?
Yeah.
He believed technology would destroy us. I'm the opposite. I think technology is going to save us.
Well, that's nice.
Hey, you know what
That's
movie I want to see?
What?
iRobot. That looks cool with Will Smith.
The graphics look cool. The animation looks cool.
That's a cool thing. It's supposedly in the future, you know, we're going to have all these robots, and then the robots start attacking us.
Right.
I like that.
But, I mean, isn't that what Terminator's all about?
Yeah, this looked a little different, though.
Yeah, okay. But the thing I just saw was the preview for Predator vs. Alien.
Yeah, I saw that. That looks pretty good.
I thought it was good,
Yeah, that might be good.
Well, I saw a preview for the makers of Mine Concubine yesterday.
Yeah, when you go to see... The only negative thing about going to see the new film by Michael Moore, you know, Fahrenheit 9/11, you have to go see it like a lot of these artsy-fartsy movie theaters, and they show you artsy-fartsy movie previews of movies you're never going to see, like foreign films, like a bunch of Asian women on a train all talking to each other.
And the trailer is like, and starring the extraordinary Fernanda Montenegro.
By the maker of...
Yes, winner of Best Actress at the Berlin Film Festival.
Yeah, what movies were they promoting?
I don't even know.
You couldn't even say the names.
It was some Asian movie with all subtitles, like,
But there were like 3 or 4 different movies, and they all looked the same.
Yeah, it was from the makers of a movie.
From the makers of Dos Caballeros on Golden Pond.
Right, from the makers of Dancing with Rembrandt.
I'm telling you, never heard of it. It was like, from the maker of Raise the Red Lantern.
Yes. Dancing with Rembrandt is one of the most devastating films.
2 lonely people.
2 Negroes on a plantation.
Watch the extraordinary relationship struck up between a woman and a young boy. As they walk across the countryside with nothing but shut up.
How do people make money with those movies?
I don't know.
Somebody must.
France's greatest actor.
Frances McDormand.
Francis and
In a film by Antonio Balascova.
Un film de Masasasa Kotatata.
Winner of the Brazil Film Festival for 1994.
Alain Delon returns to the screen.
Alain Delon and Toulouse Lafrogue.
Winner of the best short documentary in a foreign language.
A film by Toulouse Lafrogue that will have all of America talking. You're kidding me.
Oh, it was
Never
great,
heard of them.
all these guys were like swooning.
Oh my God, I could barely get down my cookie. I bought an enormous chocolate chip cookie, and I could barely get it down.
In a film by Toulouse Lafrogue starring a half of China. That's right, 1/2 of an entire country.
Yes.
A film by Mizixaplex.
The Luminous.
In the lobby, we're serving smoked salmon sandwiches with a balsamic reduction. Yeah, the lobby had smoked salmon.
Oh, it was so funny. I swear to God, Artie and DePace.
champagne.
I have to make it a hot dog.
Artie and DePace show up eating food on the street. They're like chowing down on like tuna fish that's dripping down Artie's arm.
Oh, I love tuna fish.
And then meanwhile, up on the street, a young boy's exploration of post-World War II Europe.
I'm like, where's the car chase?
A man, a woman, and a goat.
Dog.
And a goat.
Oh, goat.
An African-American and a homosexual like you've never seen before.
This movie explores race relations in South Africa. A film by Madikimbo Mutombo.
If you like apartheid, don't see this film. The extraordinary Fernando Montenegro.
As the testosterone drained out of Artie.
Right, exactly. By the end of this film, you'll be gay.
A young Iranian boy and a Portuguese librarian team up to make you gay.
There are no car explosions.
A member of the PLO and an Israeli army.
No buildings fall. And nobody flies.
By the end of this film, you will be gay.
By the end of this film, you'll be giving hand release to the man to your left.
Richard Christy presents a Deng Xiaoping movie starring one half of China.
If you're on the fence about giving oral to your superintendent.
You thought you knew the secrets of goldfish, but you don't.
See it and see it again.
Learn the startling truths about the amount of mercury in swordfish. This film will devastate you. Your eyes will be bleeding. Your brain will hurt.
Yes.
There's not one hot chick in the entire film.
That is so true. In 1914, there was a cow pasture in Albania.
See, naked, but not hot.
We planted a camera in front of a field in Ireland for 2 hours. You'll see that startling footage.
An Albanian young boy comes... It's always an Albanian boy takes his rites of passage in 1914.
In World War II.
A coming-of-age film.
As the world falls apart.
Watch Moss on a Rock for 12 years.
You never thought a young Chilean boy and a donkey could have this kind of relationship.
It's a movie about food.
Right.
And cooking.
We put a camera on food for 2 hours.
Right. All right. Anyway. A cowboy, a leopard, and a buzzard.
Nothing so exciting.
All right,
You couldn't get a hot dog in the lobby. Believe me, I asked. The woman's like, sir, the Soul Plane screening is down the road.
Hey, Ricky, you're on the air. Oh, no, Ricky. Okay, let's go to then Rick. Rick, you're on the air.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, I want to say to Richard Christy. Richard Christy, you really suck, man.
Thank you.
Personality of a flea. You really don't have any talent. Your webpackers suck.
Well, why aren't you in here then?
Well, there's some of the negatives. Yeah. You know, I mean, like, you've gotten so much positive, but here's a guy
I knew this was going to happen.
Backlash.
Everybody can't like somebody.
Right.
You suck too, thanks.
I thought that was Yucko the Clown anyway.
I think it was Chauncey again.
Hey, Luana, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, now.
Morning.
Oh, go ahead and say what you have to say, Luana.
Okay. A couple of weeks ago, I was walking down the street, and I was listening to because I tape you, so I was listening over the weekend. And you got me so riled up. You were on this rampage about FCC, the whole bit. I come walking out. I look right across the street. There's these women out there signing people to register to vote. And I was so angry and so just, we got to do something. I walked across the street. I said, where do I sign? I got to get this guy out of the White House.
I'm so wasted from yesterday's show, like yelling about politics. I have nothing more to say.
That's okay. I just wanted to let you know. First time I've ever registered to vote.
The first hour of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on fire yesterday.
I heard you.
Well, I'm angry about everything that's going on, and that we got to give up. We have to give up our show because some people don't like it. Gee, what do you know?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, we can't make a living and entertain our audience.
And sorry, only 20 million people seem to like it.
Right. Right. And we're not beloved.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I think you're doing a fine job, Richard.
Thanks, Howard.
I'm happy to meet Skip Skiffington.
Thank you, Howard.
Good luck with everything.
And as far as that helium-3 on the moon goes, I believe it.
Any day now.
He's the first whackbacker or potential whackbacker that ever got broads on a regular basis, too. That's odd.
See, that's part of the problem.
He gets laid easily.
Anybody gets laid can't be in the whack pack.
That's against the rules.
You can't cheat.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Now because
He's a dog, and I'm looking at this guy, and, you know, he's like a goody two-shoes, Sean Hannity.
Right, like you ask him, you know, hey, you got some skeletons in the closet. What's going on with you? Like, you ever smoke a little weed? Yeah, and he really turns red and embarrassed.
He goes,
it's funny.
Before the age of 20-something years old, Sean says, he goes, you know, I was hell on fire, hell on wheels. I don't know what he says. But
and you said, what do you mean by
I go,
that?
like, well, what did you do? You were so bad. I go, what did you smoke a little weed? No. You know, like, it was like...
I crossed on the green.
Oh, I know how it started. He claimed he never went to a strip club, and you were like, come on.
Oh, man.
Right.
What? Why?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Who are you living your life for?
That section was funny, and in the first few minutes, you really sort of explain what's going on.
All right, let's listen to this if you'd like.
Welcome back to Hannity and Combs. Earlier, Sean sat down for an exclusive interview with talk radio host Howard Stern. His television interview since his first one, since his former employer, CBS, filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against him.
Breach, unjust enrichment, misuse of broadcast time. 14 months you plugged Sirius. You hid the clause that accelerated your subscriber initiatives, and you're being sued. And you're mad.
Well, at least I didn't kill anyone, right? Yeah, no, I am mad. You know, people have said to me, you know, this is a great wave of publicity. I was watching Fox News. Almost every show had a legal expert on saying the lawsuit was a bunch of baloney. I watched the other cable news channels, got all the reports. Everyone says this lawsuit is a bunch of baloney. Yet, when you're sitting there, I'm an individual, and you're being sued by the CBS corporate and Les Moonves. These guys are taking the stockholders' money, the CBS stockholders' money, and they're going to file a frivolous lawsuit we could get into a million speculative reasons why they're filing this thing. I have a few thoughts of my own. But they're going to file a lawsuit against me and, you know, and come after me. It's all fun and games. I, on the other hand, have to go hire lawyers and defend myself about accusations like that.
Yeah, well, you say this is sour grapes. You say it's bullying, it's intimidation. You're not going to let them bully you. How are they trying to bully you?
Well, first of all, Les Moonves, I met with him before they filed this lawsuit, and I said, you're going to look like a fool. This is an idiotic lawsuit. And he just kind of sat there. You know, he's got capped teeth, and he's got a lot of Botox, I think. You can't read the guy's face because of the Botox. And he sits there with the suit, a very expensive suit, and the arrogant attitude. And he says, I'm going to file this lawsuit. And I said, hold it a second. Wouldn't you be better served worrying about your radio division and what's going on there than filing frivolous lawsuits against me? I said, why would you want to spend any part of your day worrying about me? He goes, don't worry about it. I don't worry about you. I'm not going to worry about this lawsuit at all.
Were you ever told, don't mention Sirius? Were you told that they were cutting out the word Sirius every time you spoke? Did they have control of that?
When I signed my deal with Sirius, I spoke to Joel Hollander. Joel Hollander is the president of the CBS radio division. And we spoke. And he said, I don't want you to mention Sirius at all. I said, okay, done deal. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do. I said, I can make a counter-argument to that. I said, you know, every news outlet, every show is talking about the fact that I'm going to Sirius. It's a big story. What if we do talk about it? I have always talked about everything going on in my life. When I put out my movie, I spoke about it. My books, anything goes. I'm an open story. I said it'll drive up ratings. It'll increase profits. You have 14 months left. Why should we let everyone else talk about it? And he said, you know what? That makes sense. Let me think about it.
Right.
We spoke the next day. He said, I have no problem with you mentioning Sirius Satellite Radio on your show. They had 7 delay buttons. Because of my situation with the FCC, they have 7 delay buttons.
7 seconds each?
Yeah. In fact, if you added them all up, some of them were more than 7 seconds. I think I was on a 7-minute delay. They could have hit the button. That's a record. They could hit the button any time. And then we had a DEFCON 4 button. You hit that button, and they go to music. Anytime they didn't like what I was doing, they could pull me right off the air.
Who had control of those buttons?
Tom Chiusano, the general manager, CBS Legal, They also had another guy, a guy named Dave, who was in charge of it. There was a lot of people in charge of my show.
In the end, this helps Howard Stern. It brings more attention to your new gig, what you're doing. This doesn't really hurt you.
People, well, you say it doesn't hurt me, but people have said to me, this is going to bring you more attention.
It does.
And it's true. Absolutely. And if more subscribers come to Sirius, and I've got my own television channel now on demand, if this lawsuit brings more people to the table, great, because I think we've got a good product. I think we got a good show going on. But it causes me personal angst because I take something like this very seriously. I consider my time at CBS a time of great loyalty from me. I always gave my all to this company. Les gave me his blessing. Go on the air. He made record profits. And now he wants to sue me for doing what he told me to do. He should sue himself.
Let's talk about the timing of this. This came out the day after. The extrapolated monthlies came out. Your replacements are not doing very well. They lost between 75 and 92% of your audience.
You hit
in New York.
You're hitting this right on the head.
Well, what is the value of the stations beyond losing the revenue in your show?
Yours is a two-part question. And the first answer is this. This lawsuit was timed to come out around this huge loss. They just lost ratings like we've never seen in the history of radio before. Poor preparation, no work done, 14 months to prepare, and now they got socked. This lawsuit was announced on the same day all you guys were preparing stories about how poorly the radio division just did. Instead, the story became CBS sues Howard Stern.
Distraction?
It was a distraction. It was a good move that way. Protect less. Can't make them look bad. Let's not look bad here. So the first part is this lawsuit was a distraction so that the stockholders will think Les is doing something. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah. See, that's the bulk of it. That's
compelling.
Right. That first part, you really got out a lot. And the other part that's worth playing is definitely when you're breaking his balls.
Where's that? Should I play the second? There's two more parts. I don't know. Is anyone...
I'm riveted. Let's go.
All right.
You've had the FCC to battle with. You seem as passionate in terms of this lawsuit as you do with them. I talked to you the other day. You are genuinely, really angry about this. So, do you countersue? What's your strategy?
My lawyer has advised me not to say what we're going to be filing. We have to now respond to these papers.
Right.
As a matter of fact, Judge Napolitano gave me an excellent gave me an excellent strategy. I was watching him, and he was saying that there is definitely a counter lawsuit here. He didn't think the lawsuit had much credibility. So, all of these experts are saying there's a counter lawsuit, and I happen to think there is. On a bunch of different levels, but I won't get into it just now. But I'll come on your show again when I do that.
All right. But what happens from here? So you're just going to basically combat these guys. You hold back nothing, even though it's a lawsuit. Almost attorneys go to you, Howard, don't talk. Howard, don't say a word.
I couldn't care what attorneys are saying. This is what I said to my attorneys. I am not going to let these guys file a 42-page document that's meant to intimidate me. Now, how do they mean to intimidate you? They throw in words like a fraud, con man, whatever it is. They throw in big legal terms, and then a headline comes out. Howard Stern sued, fraud, hundreds of millions of dollars, misused CBS airwaves, blah, 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 blah. Makes me look like a jerk. What do we have besides our reputations when you think about it? I'm a guy in business. My agent's a guy in business. They're mentioning our names in there. They're mentioning Sirius. They're saying we somehow misused CBS. Look, I got the whole damn lawsuit in front of me, boiled down. It was a 42-page lawsuit. Here's what they said. They said there was a secret agreement between me and Sirius. Everyone knew about my agreement with Sirius. You knew about it. The newspapers printed it. It was publicly disclosed. What that means is this company is a public company. Because of the deal, they publicly disclosed it. And on top of that, on the radio, I'd been talking about going to satellite radio for years. How the hell could you say I had a secret agreement? That means Les wasn't listening to his own radio station.
Is he implying with the secret side of this is that the more you mention it, the more subscribers you got, the more accelerated your payment would be?
Right. He's saying now there's a secret compensation. That's what he's saying.
Nothing secret.
Nothing secret. It was all publicly disclosed. And guess what? This is shocking to Les. Sirius Satellite is a subscription-based service. Yes, you know, that is the truth. The decision was made on a corporate level. Let's let Howard speak about satellite because it'll drive up ratings. It's the media story of the year. We'll go out and sell advertising at a premium.
And they did.
And they did.
I want to play this tape 2 days before you left the air. The people you're talking about, Les Moonves and Joel Hollander, walked into the Howard Stern studio.
Right.
You pointed out right away, you said it was awkward because you were leaving in 2 days. You'd been there a long time. That was awkward for you.
Right. No, it was an emotionally draining time. I mean, after I was leaving, I had spent 20 years at the company. That's what hurts me personally about this lawsuit. I put in 20 years in this company. The last 14 months I was there, I could have pulled shenanigans. I could have called in sick. I could have not shown up. I didn't have to read all those live commercials. I could have screwed with them. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm a straight shooter. You hire me to do a job, I'm going to do it for you. And I've always been honest. One thing about, you don't have to like my radio show. There are those that like it, and there are those that hate it. But one thing anyone who's ever heard my show knows, I'm a straight shooter, and I'm an honest guy.
This is what happened.
I'm a big fan, believe it or not. I've even gotten serious.
Really?
I have. I know I'm not supposed to do it.
You just got edited.
Only because of you. No, I'm allowed to.
I got edited. I got edited.
All right.
Listen, Howard 100.
We are rooting for you, not that much, but we're rooting for you. We really are.
I'm a big fan, Les said. I got serious. And what's interesting about that comment, and once he said it, immediately somebody said, I think it was Joel, you just got edited. Does that imply that they did edit out at times the word serious or whatever it is?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. What they used to do was if someone called in, sometimes guests would come in and say, hey, can't wait till you go to Sirius. They would hit the button. Right. So they edited me all along. Les, if he had such a problem with my show as he claims in this 42-page document, why would you come on my show and say you did a great job? I am an owner of Sirius Satellite Radio, and I can't wait to listen to you every day.
He also goes on, if they would have given me that kind of money, I would have left too.
Right.
I've been asking 60 Minutes to do a piece on you for 5 years. Joel said, I don't think of a singular event, PR, newspaper. You did a really unbelievable job. We are rooting for you. We really are. That's what they said.
This is going to be the crack in the cosmic egg for Les Moonves. This guy has gotten a free ride because the television ratings have been good. They put him in charge of the entire company, radio and television. And now people are going to see what this guy's up to. It's an amazing interview, right?
Yeah, I mean, that tape is just, it's crazy.
Once you hear that, it's like game over.
Yeah.
You know, what the hell?
Well, this is why I'm going nuts. Yeah. I want to punish these guys. You want the third part or no?
Yeah, I want the third part.
You want the third part, all right.
The value of their stations are dying. Are you happy that the guys following you are flopping? Be honest.
Sure. I would love to be the only radio personality in the country who is successful.
I'd like a little success. Do you mind? Yeah. I'm on a whole different genre.
You can have success. You already have it, from what I understand. You're doing very well.
What do you mean? You should be listening.
You're a talented guy. Believe me, I'm unconscious most of the day. Right? Yeah. But the fact of the matter is, no, I'm a fan of yours. I watch you on Fox News all the time.
Thank you.
And my point of view is that, sure, there's something very beautiful in the fact that I had this show for 20 years. It was successful. It was huge. And not just anybody can walk in the door and accomplish what I accomplished. So, of course, there's a certain pride. There's a certain part that, you know what, if you want to sell radios, hey, if those guys aren't fitting the bill, maybe people are going to come over to Sirius and listen to me. Maybe that'll drive some subscriptions. So I am thrilled about that. But I do feel bad for the guys who replace me. They deserve more than 2 months and to be evaluated.
You still want them to fail.
Well, I don't want him to do so well.
All right, not so well.
I tried to call into the David Lee Roth show. He wouldn't take my call. I was going to give him some advice.
You can call my show anytime.
I will call in.
I know what the advice is. Hannity, stop with the Republican stuff. Be, conservative stuff.
Get some strippers in there.
Yeah,
I don't think
I have to talk about things that I know about. I don't know anything about that.
You sure?
I do.
You've never been to a strip club?
No.
What are you talking about? What the hell is wrong
What happened to me? I know.
What are you, a choir boy? You probably were.
No, I was an altar boy. I was all right, though. I was.
You never did anything bad?
Yeah, I was out of control.
You smoked a little weed?
I was out of control.
Did you smoke a little weed or not?
I did.
Answer the question. Bill Clinton?
From the time that I was 23 and younger, I absolutely admit to nothing.
You did coke?
No, get out of here.
Did you do shrooms? Did you do acid, psilocybin? What did you do?
What do I know about these things?
Oh, man, there must be a story here.
I haven't admitted everything that I've done on the radio.
You see how Les Moonves is trying to trample me? The religious right's going to trample on you when they hear what you do.
Listen, let me tell you, over the years, this is a true story. Yeah. I've always defended you. I've always thought the FCC's been unfair to you.
You've been great.
And you know what? When I first started, my first radio show, I got thrown off the air because I was a conservative.
Right.
And if they can throw Howard Stern off the air, I don't think you should be able to say the F word on terrestrial radio.
Okay.
Small limits. But if they can throw you off, they can throw conservatives off.
Sure.
And I'm thinking, why don't we have free speech? If you don't like what Howard's saying, turn it down.
Yeah, that's how I always felt, too. Well, you're a broadcaster. You know how it is. And that's why I say, even to all my fellow broadcasters, beware.
Pay attention.
Because a guy like Les Moonves doesn't have an ounce of respect for us. He will put you to work. He'll tell you, he'll pat you on the back, say you're doing a good job. And then when you leave, he'll sue you. This is not a guy you want to work for. Katie Couric, beware.
You're richer than you've ever been before. Do you like it? Does your life change at all when you have all that money?
Well, you know what's funny? They write in the newspaper what I'm getting. I haven't gotten that yet. I've only been working here a month. I haven't earned any money yet. No, I haven't earned any money. Everywhere I go, people go, I was looking at something the other day, and they go, oh, you can afford that. You can afford. I go, what the hell just happened here? No, I feel very blessed that I'm one of the guys that gets compensated for what he does. The strangest thing for me in radio is the fact that I make any money at all. When I got into radio, I was a kid from Long Island. I'd gone to Boston University. My father scraped together everything to send me there, which I will be eternally grateful for. And I became a communications major. I had a dream when I was 5 years old that I'd get into radio. My dad was a radio guy, and I wanted to be behind the microphone.
Wasn't exactly that supportive, though.
No, he was tough on me. But the fact of the matter is, my first job was $4 an hour at WRNW in Westchester, and I used to pray to God that I would make $250 a week. I knew if I could make $250 a week, I could at least, feed myself and feed my wife.
I got paid nothing for the first year, so you make more than me.
Well, yeah.
And then $19,000 a year.
I was making $96 a week, $96 a week. So the idea, I never got into radio to make money. If you get into radio to make money, you're insane.
Yeah.
It doesn't, people look at me now and go, gee, what a good career choice. It wasn't like that. The odds of me ever being successful in radio were about 1 billion to 1.
You always say the secret of your success is that it has nothing to do with anything or strippers or lesbians. You say that's part of it, but the real secret of your success, you say, is that you are brutally, brutally honest, and basically every thought that comes into your head, you speak.
Yeah.
You said you go to therapy 4 days a week. You seem conflicted in some ways. Are you a conflicted person? Are you,
Yeah, I don't think I was ever a happy person.
Are you now?
Yeah, I think I am a happier person. I went into therapy specifically to become a better father. I felt that not only I'm someone who gets lost in his work. I think that's why I take this lawsuit so personally. I have sacrificed so much in my life for this radio, for my radio audience, that at times I knew it wasn't healthy. There were entire summers went by. I'd be down in my basement writing my books. And my life is passing me by, in a sense. And I gave a lot to this career. And I'm totally devoted to it. And I knew the balance in my life was off. And I knew I needed therapy or some help in order to find that balance. I'm in a great relationship with my girlfriend Beth now. I don't want to screw that up. I don't want to get lost in my work again. I want my kids to know that I have, my attention is on them, and I love them. I want people in my personal life to know I care about them. And that was something I worked on in therapy, and I'm proud of that. So I guess that's the whole interview. But I think, this I Hate Les Moonves tour is the most important thing I could have done.
Absolutely. It must continue. You shouldn't stop it. It should be
it's not stopping.
An ongoing tour.
It is not stopping. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. And I think as the weeks go by, you will see more and more.
All right.
This is only the first few days.
Yeah, this is a soap opera now. We have to
yes.
stay tuned.
I will be exposing a lot more. So, there's a part 2 of the interview tonight. I don't even remember what that part 2 was.
Yeah, you got to a lot. What were you talking about tonight?
Well, what he teased tonight was your personal life. He asked you 5 personal questions, which he told the audience he asked you and didn't give the answers.
I know he asked me about God.
Are you going to get married? Do you believe in God? Stuff like that.
How did you answer the do you believe in God thing?
I told him what I always tell you. I said, I know it's kind of a silly story, the whole God thing. There's a guy up in the sky and all that, but I'm such a paranoid. I'm afraid to say I don't believe in a God, so I'm not going to say it.
You should carry a tape around of that George Carlin routine, because that just sums it up, like, perfectly.
I know. Yeah, you can't do better than that George Carlin routine.
It was funny because I was listening to Bubba the other night, and they started asking in the studio, do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? And do you believe in God? And, you know, Brent and I forget the other guy's name, Manson or something like that. They said they did not believe in God.
Right.
But Bubba says, you know what? I again, like you, I'm afraid to say it's not true.
Because I know I'll get punished. Like, I mean, when you see the Dana Reeves story and Christopher Reeves story, do you believe in God? I mean, why would there be a God that's sitting up in the sky and decided to take Dana Reeves? What's the point?
Again, robbing a 13-year-old of both parents.
It's unbelievable. Every once in a while. Hey, Jim, you're on the air.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, Howard.
Hey, now.
Hey, I was wondering if you would ever consider settling with CBS. It seems like they got a tiger by the tail, and they'll probably realize it sometime soon.
Well, I mean, sure, I would love to have the lawsuit stop, but if you think that I'm going to sit there and pay them something, I'm not paying them anything. I don't owe them a dime. You know, I think they've treated me miserably here. I also think now I have an excellent countersuit, and I don't think I'm going to drop that idea. I really like what Judge Napolitano had to say. I really feel completely vindicated in calling this a lawsuit that was driven by personal motivations. Them just doing crappy things to me, like releasing my salary and all that, that's just to ruin my life and make things difficult for me and my family. I'm not going to let them off the hook so easily, honestly.
Yeah, what he's saying is if you try to settle the lawsuit, that would mean CBS would be looking for him to pay them something.
Yeah, right. I'm not looking to settle anything. And, in fact, I originally went over there 2 weeks before they filed this, or a week. I don't know the timeline, but I had a meeting with them to say, listen, don't file this lawsuit. We can work everything out. You know, I mean, there's nothing here that merits any kind of legal action and causing people aggravation. But they were so smug. Oh, so smug, and on top of it. And Les loved watching me squirm. And
well,
you know what?
Like you're going to end up on top.
I will end up on top.
Don't make it a confidential settlement. When you make Joel and Les your bitch, let us know how much.
Okay.
I just keep thinking of, like, that telepictures thing when they stole your evaluator's idea. Nobody ever heard how that settlement was worked out.
Well, right. I'm not allowed to comment on that, but let me tell you something. I'm not going to tell you anything. Just don't worry about it. Jim, I hear what you're saying. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Now, a lot of times that's part of the settlement. You can't talk about it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you the truth. It has made me feel empowered to talk about this and not to sit and keep quiet. If I would have sat and kept quiet, that's how you get lung cancer. It eats you up.
You get some kind of disease if you're sitting, holding everything in.
And putting my salary, putting confidential information in lawsuits and all that is to make me lose sleep. That's what they wanted to do. And that's just plain old mean. If they really felt they had a lawsuit here, you don't have to be mean about it. Just sue. You know, don't start putting zingers in there. That was Joel Hollander and Steve Lehrman going, hey, we know it's going to bother Stern.
Not only that, oftentimes you put stuff like that into a lawsuit to force somebody to settle.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want this published? Then settle.
To me, that's what that was. And, you know, there's something very unethical about attorneys being in meetings with me previously about sensitive things, and I don't want things to get out, and then using it against me.
Right.
I've got a lot to think about.
They shouldn't even be able to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm. I think they've stepped over the line here in about 50 different ways.
Because they represented you.
Yep, they sure did.
In those situations.
Yes. It's turning out to be something very interesting, and I think it's going to be a much bigger story than any of us could have anticipated. I told you, while Rome was burning, Les was hurting at all the Oscar parties. Hey, Jeff, hi, you're on the air in California.
Hey, now.
Hey, now, Jeff.
Hey, first of all, I was going to talk about that StarMate. Those things are great, man. Like, when I go to bed at night, I just change it to your channel, and then when I get up in the morning, you hit the reverse, and it goes back 45 minutes so you don't miss too much of your show.
Yeah.
But,
it's a great piece of equipment.
It is. I got in the car to grab a pack of cigarettes, and I switched it to, we got Adam Carolla and Mancow here in Fresno. Mancow it's an unlistenable show.
Well, that guy, you should see the push he's putting on to try and get my audience, and no one picks up on him. His ratings are abominable, and yet he takes out these ads claiming he has these huge ratings.
And he's the guy.
And he's the guy.
I couldn't believe it. As soon as I switched it to his channel, it was Monday, I guess, the day of this suit came out or whatever. He's on this tirade about having to pay $40 a month, and after dropping a couple of F-bombs and commercials, it's just a fraud and a rip-off, and he only works 4 days a week and 40 weeks a year. And
no, he's pretty obsessed with me. I'll tell you, Hannity actually asked me about Mancow. You reminded me of that. And I kind of blew past the answer. But that's a particularly weird Howard Stern impersonator. When I came on the scene and got really popular, you're talking through the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
At some point, 5-10 years after I innovated radio and reinvigorated radio, there became a whole slew of young men who came out and not so young men who wanted to be me. Listen, I was the big thing in radio.
Right.
I spawned a generation of imitators. And one of the imitators was this Mancow guy who I didn't even know. And Sean Hannity said to me, gee, didn't you go on the air and call this guy Mancow's father? You were going to skullfuck his father, and you're going to... I said, I did. And he said, what was that about? And I said, you know what, man? I said, I don't even remember what it's about, but I said, I'm sure he did something just as bad to me, and it's radio, and it's like wrestling, man. You get in there, and you tear somebody's ass up. But the real answer is, I went home and thought about it. I remember exactly why I said it. I was working in radio, and this guy, like every Howard Stern wannabe, would try to get my attention, so I would talk about them. And he mailed me a box of excrement, which was supposedly human excrement. Yeah. And so he couldn't really get my attention on the radio because he was so bad on the air and really was not burning up the airwaves in any way. So what happens, of course, is I don't open my own mail. We had interns opening the mail. This is pre-9/11, before anthrax was in the mail. People would just open my mail for me. A young girl, I think she was about 18 years old. She was just out of high school, was interning for us. Opened my mail and saw excrement. Now, I'm not even sure. I learned about it. I was furious. First of all, she's a young girl. She's got nothing to do with anything.
Right. She has nothing to do with this fight.
We don't, excrement can spread disease, particularly in an unsanitary way like that. I understand you're desperate for me to pay attention to you. Wow, 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 I can't get ratings. Wow, 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 I'm not Howard Stern. I'll mail excrement. It's fine. You think that's funny, but I'm not the one who has to deal with the excrement. It was this young lady who's working for free. And, I saw this, I became incensed because I said, what a coward. Come up and face me man to man. You want to talk to me, you want to get my attention. You just come up to me man to man. Because if he came up to me man to man, he'd shit his pants. Because, first of all, I'm intimidating. Second of all, I'm a genius. And third of all, he's based his entire life on trying to be me, along with about 1,000 other radio guys. Yeah. When radio guys meet me, they turn to clam chowder. They get wet in their pants. I'm their cum stain. Because let me tell you something. I'm the big wet dream. I'm the dream of every one of these guys. How can I be Howard Stern? And sometimes you get so desperate, you'll even put shit in a box to get my attention. So this young girl was traumatized. Oh. I said, how you want to handle it? I said, you probably could file legal action. I'm pretty sure that is a federal offense, sending something through the mail. I think it might be. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. She said, no, I'll be okay. She was a good sport about it. And I said, okay. I got on the air, and I pointed everything out that I just pointed out to you. And I said, look, this guy's father died, and he's probably glad he's dead. because his son is a Howard Stern imitator. You know, it's one thing to be Elvis's father, but it's one thing to be an Elvis imitator father.
Oh, yeah.
I said, you know what I should do? I should go down and skull fuck his daddy. I should take my cock and stick it in Mancow's daddy's fucking skulls. What is that?
You also suggested that we have a funeral where we bring his corpse on stage and fist the dead corpse.
Of course. And you know what? And I said Mancow's daddy would love it because, you know what? At least he's getting fucked by Howard Stern and not by his shameful son who's a Howard Stern imitator. A bad one at that who hasn't even really been able to capitalize on me leaving regular radio.
Right.
But the funny thing is that's the when. You know, then he cries foul.
So now, imagine, here we are, 10, 15 years later, the guy's still calling Sean Hannity, well, Howard Stern said he's going to skull fuck my daddy's skull.
But he doesn't remember sending the crap in a box to an 18-year-old girl.
And let me tell you something. If that caused him any pain, which I doubt it did, he was probably so thrilled he got my attention, which was the idea.
Well, did he use that as a bit on his show?
What?
Did he use that as a bit on his show? I mean, did he...
Well, no, he uses that to point out what a horrible person I am. What he forgets is that he sent a box of excrement to an 18-year-old girl.
Right, he doesn't tell you that part of the story.
So if I caused him any pain, good. And I still say it. I'm going to dig up your daddy. I'm going to take out his bones and stick my 2 inches right up his eye socket and sleep on it. So, you know, and I'll give you the kicker to this story. I'll tell you what such a pussy he is. At some point later, his big thing was to send some guy who worked for him up to my studio. He was going to walk into the lobby and move his bowels. The guy's hung up on bowels, like shit stuff.
The most creative thing he can think of
is bowels.
Is crap.
Is crap. So Gary caught wind of the plot, and Gary said, listen, there's some guy from Man. Party. Most Howard Stern imitators, they go one or two ways. They either constantly write me to try to get
I think
my
there's
attention.
a different debate that came up. That's a debate that came up later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. We're going to talk about what Teddy's about to play. Glad, Robin, you're here for this as well. Obviously, over the years, there's been a ton of competition. They've come and gone. And my question to both of you would be, has anybody succeeded in actually getting under Howard's skin? Because it sounded to me like there are certain lines you cross, and then Howard goes at you even harder than he would otherwise. But if you had to pick one thing that stood out in the past, what would it be? And what are some of the more outrageous things that other competition have done to kind of piss you guys off?
You know, Gary's probably better at remembering all of these things. But, yeah, I mean, when Howard goes after a guy and says, you know, I'm going to, you know, F your father's dead skull, it's because the guy's gotten under his skin. And it may not be in the way that they would most like. You know, they'd probably like it if Howard thought they were competition. But it's something like sending crap in a box that an intern has to open. Right. Howard's highly offended by things like that. And probably it's those personal vicious attacks that get under his skin. The only person I saw him go after who I thought, well, the guy really hadn't done anything, was John DeBella.
Well, it's funny, and I was going to say DeBella was sort of the template for all of these things. And the funny thing is that I don't think Howard really disliked DeBella.
No.
But DeBella was the enemy. He was competition. So here's how Howard thinks. DeBella is competition. Competition equals enemy. And if you're going to be my enemy, I have to not like you. So Howard worked himself up to not like DeBella, but really was without merit. You know, there was no reason not to like him. He hadn't really, you know, he was big in Philly. He hadn't really said anything bad about us.
Right.
But then he got a little arrogant. Remember, then he started to do interviews.
Well, it was that cocky attitude,
Right.
that didn't help his situation any.
But yeah, I do, and I'll tell you why the man cow thing sort of still sticks in our craw. You know, we had him. We had him beat. We went on the air in Chicago, and we had a very long, weird thing going on in Chicago. Originally, we were on an AM station. They buried us, and there was a lawsuit that went on, and so we were off in Chicago. So we were on like a bunch of different stations. Finally, we got on a station, and we started to get some, as Tim says, traction.
Yes.
And we were starting to make our move. And I remember Howard was going after Mancow, going after talking about him, and then Mancow started talking back about us. And we sent Stuttering John down to Atlanta to one of those radio boot camps.
Yeah.
And Mancow got so mad at John, he took John's microphone and tape recorder and threw it against the wall, and it was on hard copy, and we were really going, and we were getting there. And Howard was started to say all these things about, I'm going to F your father, do this. And the station that we worked for freaked out, and they let us go. They were just, their feeling was, it's freaking them out that we're saying this stuff. They fired us 4 days before the ratings book, and guess what? We were 1/10 of a point behind beating Mancow. We were there. We had done the job.
Right.
Another year off in Chicago radio. The station that fired us gets bought by Infinity, and guess what? A year later, we're back on the same station. And then we did go on to beat him. But it was one of those ones that was like a long road to get to Mancow, and he definitely pissed off Howard.
Yeah, but it was, a lot of that stupid stuff. It wasn't on-air stuff.
Yeah, well, he would send us a lot of stuff in the mail. He would, and the thing I remembered about it, which I always thought was so gay, he would send us these notes like, fuck you, you're going down. And then he would just sign it M. You know what I mean? He would just sign it M, like,
right,
for Mancow.
I mean, is it flattering in some kind of way, or is it just plain annoying?
It's very flattering. I mean, here we are. We're not there. It's supposed to be their market. And if we're getting to them just by showing up, we haven't even done anything yet, and they're starting to send us things, we know that they're quaking in their boots already. They're afraid of us before we've even done anything. They have no confidence in their own abilities.
And I think also another one that I remember that we disliked a lot were Mark and Brian, and that was because we had zero respect for them at all. We just were like, we couldn't believe, like, we would be in New York and we'd go to L.A. and everyone would be like, oh, you guys should hear Mark and Brian. It would always be like...
Well, they were getting television shows and all this other crap was happening for them, and... they were the worst things about radio.
Exactly.
What they did was jump out of airplanes and marry each other. And we're like, what does that have to do with entertaining people?
Let's go to John. John, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. Great show. I love it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I just want to remind you guys about the time that you guys came to Cleveland for the burial and how our other local station unplugged the show for you guys.
Cut our wires. And that's another, to me, that reminds me of the Les Moonves thing. All they did by cutting our wires was give us 1,000 times more attention than we would have ever gotten while we were there.
And invigorate us. I mean, it made the broadcast even better. It didn't hurt at all.
One of my favorite moments of all time in the show was the wires were cut. We were in this van driving around Cleveland, and we were dressed in army outfits because that was the motif. And I remember we went on like this. We went on a phone line, and Howard's with a microphone. He's like, "Robin, we're under attack."
But that probably is the most outrageous. You can't beat us, so just cut our wires. Just take us off the air.
John in Chicago, you're on the wrap-up show.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good.
I enjoy you, and I was first listening to at WMAQ in Chicago, and that's when you get off of off the AM side. And Mancow is from Chicago, and I think he really is. He's pathetic. It's just, he's just a jerk, and that was what I wanted to say. And I wanted to say something on a different note because I could never get through listening to Howard during the day. Is that I'm 45 years old. My wife is 45 years old. Last year in October, I lost my wife to breast cancer. And if it wasn't listening to Howard and just get me through it, it was probably the most horrible nightmare of my life, losing my wife. But I had one thing to look forward to every day. I was listening to the radio, and that just somehow got me through it all and cheered me up. And the first thing I did is I went and got my Sirius back in December as my reward for all the stuff I went through. And I'm not going to cry, but I just want to say I mean it from my heart. I miss my wife tremendously, but the only thing I had to look forward to every day was listening to Howard. And I do mean that. And you know what? The guy really is a genius. And
well, thank you for saying that. That's one of those.
And I really mean that, Robin.
Yeah. When everybody's telling us how horrible we are and how we're, a detriment to society, it's your story, the stories like yours that make it worthwhile.
And it really is the truth. I went out to L.A. last weekend to visit her brother, and the first thing he says is that how much he misses you guys. And I brought my little satellite radio with me, my little series, and we put it in the rental car. And I said, you got to get one. It's just unbelievable because he doesn't like what's out there now.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't reiterate that, it was a very, very tough time in my life. You have no idea how tough it was.
We're glad we could have been there for you.
But it was just so much fun listening to you guys, and just, I don't know.
But just think about that. If the FCC had their way, we would have been taken away. We wouldn't have been there.
Right. Oh, I know. And I leave for the health club every morning at 5 o'clock time in Chicago. I listen to you guys till it opens in the parking lot for half an hour. And when I get back in my car, I have it on. I drive a truck for a living in the Chicagoland area, and I got my. I mean, I hardly ever listen to regular radio anymore. I just love listening to series. I like listening to the Blues Channel. I listen to. I mean, it's just really nice.
Well, thanks.
John,
thanks for the call.
Good
John.
luck
Thank
to
you.
you.
And we're glad that Sirius is kind of making things a little bit better for you. And it must be great when you get calls like that, as you just said, versus the other percentage of calls which come in for other stuff. Let's go to, you know what, actually, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, lots more to talk about from today's show. We've had the dating guest that was in there. We're on the wrap-up show.
Great show, guys.
Thanks, Billy. What's on your mind?
I was wondering if you guys know what's up with Vinny Favale. I haven't heard from him. Anymore?
Look, Vinny is in a really, 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 really tough spot. He works for Les Moonves.
I haven't even talked to Vinny.
I mean, that's his. I haven't
not
talked
that
to
I'm
him either.
avoiding him, but
I mean, that's his boss. And you know, Vinny has always been a company man. He's always said that, you know, How I Met Your Mother is the best show since Friends, and he'll defend CBS to the end. And he's in a really impossible spot.
Vinny must just be hiding in his office.
What about personally? Do you at least reaching out and saying, I wish I could call, I wish I could talk to you guys?
Personally, I can't. I mean, I'm a friend of Vinny's, but I can't, you know, I've just said, hey, how are you? But he can't really comment on, and I don't want to get into it with him. You know what I mean? Again, he's in the most difficult spot you could possibly can be. But, you know, Howard's doing Letterman on Monday. He announced that today, and Vinny works on Letterman, so there's got to be something going on.
How do you think that's going to play out? I mean, do you think Les is going to cancel it, or do you think he's going to go on?
Actually, I think I saw a press release already of CBS saying it's Letterman's show. He can have on who he wants, and it's the right move by Les. If Les cancels it, I mean, that only makes it 50 times worse. And Letterman is just going to – this is when Letterman is his best.
Yeah, and it's a lose-lose situation for – you know what I mean? It's so great. It's just so great on Howard's part.
It's perfect. Are you going to go down? Are you going to go down Monday?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it yet, but I hope so.
It's going to be incredible. I wish I could be there for that.
Remember way back in Letterman when Howard came out with that T-shirt that when he was striking against NBC, there was a strike or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like that was a great moment.
And Letterman lives for moments like this. You know, good for him for having him on.
Yeah.
Let's take one last call. Let's go to JT in Pennsylvania. JT, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey now.
Hey now. Hey now.
Hey, Ralph's a fag, man.
Hey now.
How could you pick Goodfellas over fucking Godfather? Come on, man.
It's a better movie, man. It's my opinion, you know?
Look, Ralph is completely entitled to his opinion. It's wrong, but he is entitled to his opinion.
Goodfellas, there's not a moment, there's not a dull moment in that movie from beginning to end. Even the credits are killer.
You know what?
You know?
What Artie said is true. Goodfellas, you feel like you're really living the life. Like you're just a fly on the wall watching it all unfold.
Yeah.
Godfather, though, it's just...
And it's like everybody in it is great. There's like everybody from The Sopranos is in it. I mean, it's just a stellar cast, you know? Even the most insignificant guy.
I mean, it's Scorsese.
Christopher's in it. Moltisanti's in it. I mean, it's just, you know, Spider. I mean,
look,
Joe Pesci's greatest role ever.
If you haven't seen it, go see Goodfellas, watch Godfather 1, watch Godfather 2, and you let us know how you think. Ralph's going to watch Godfather 1 again.
And it will pain you, and you'll have to agree with me.
No.
Eric the Midget back in the news, whether he likes it or not. Eric allegedly giving up on the Stern Show, but apparently not on American Idol. Howard 100 News tipped off that Eric the Midget has been calling former Idol runner-up Diana DeGarmo to meet him for lunch.
He's calling her?
Diana DeGarmo's mother confirming that Eric the Midget has been calling a lot, sometimes at strange hours, for a lunch date with her daughter.
Oh, my goodness.
Mrs. DeGarmo.
Diana DeGarmo? I would like a lunch date.
Could you imagine that call?
How freakish.
I wish we had tape of that.
Oh, God, I'd give anything. Can you call Diana DeGarmo's mom and ask her to tape those calls?
I didn't realize it was 3 a.m.
Can you hang up, you little freak? Eric the Midget calls her house and asks her out? Yeah, repeatedly. Wow. Mrs. DeGarmo telling Howard 100 News she's not sure Diana will have time to meet Eric the Midget. Diana's mother not commenting when asked if Eric the Midget's calls are making her uncomfortable. Wow.
What do you think?
Let's see. Eric the Midget's calling. I wonder if I feel uncomfortable. Calling my home.
Gorilla says to me, Gary Gold, he's going to be running about an hour late.
An hour?
Yeah, I go, well, where is he? Because
because the thing that pisses me off when Gary's late is there's no contingency plan. He has all my bits, he has all my papers, he has everything. So I go, well, where is he? Well, he said it's not for air, but, what is it, a state secret? Yeah, it's a state secret.
Yeah, he's on a special mission for the government.
Yeah, it's not for air, but since he didn't set his glogs for a week, he turned off the alarms, and he forgot to put the alarms on, but it's not for air.
Oh, that's a secret?
It's a secret.
Oh, my God.
It's not for air.
I don't think his neighbors know.
Yeah, because the other stations will hear, and they'll be goofing on him.
They get the jumper.
They'll get the jump on us.
He didn't set his clocks back?
No, he set his clocks back. He didn't set his alarms for the week, so he got out of practice of setting his alarm for work.
So he didn't even have his alarm on.
I guess he didn't know he had to go to work the next day.
He has to be retrained.
Right.
Now,
it shows you his stupidity.
Joke.
Yeah.
Be retrained after a week.
That's right.
I forgot that I have to have an alarm wake me.
You know, he's like a computer. Somebody turned him off. And they forgot to turn him back on.
I said, well, where is he? I figured, well, something happened, flat tire.
Major family deal or something.
Not for air, but after a week of not putting my alarm on, I forgot to put my alarm on.
But it's very funny to me that he's an hour behind.
Yeah, an hour.
Mary, where's the driveway?
After a week of not finding the driveway.
Let's see. Where is New York from Connecticut?
What is my route to work?
Do I turn left at New Hampshire?
This is not for air. It's not for air. It's a state secret.
I can't believe that was not for air.
That was not for air. Everything. You know, think of all the things we talked about on the air. That was not for air.
Every personal issue in the world.
Right,
Yeah.
but just that he didn't set his alarms is not for air.
Yeah. An update on our producer, Gary Delabate, who's
Where
late.
is he now?
Well,
Because it's more than an hour.
well, here's the problem.
He was an hour
Booey.
behind. He's
Baba
getting
Booey.
He's falling farther behind.
The clock in his car wasn't set.
Stop it.
So he thinks he's on time, so he's driving slow. That's the problem. I am on time.
He thinks he's caught up with time.
Yeah, he goes, wait a second. I'm ahead of time.
I can take my time.
I got to the driveway, and I'm right on schedule.
Yeah, everything is fine.
Coffee, please. I'll stop off and get a sandwich.
This is
Peter.
Peter, yeah. Hey, Peter.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hey, Rob. So, we're watching last week Extreme Fighting, because I figure Gary said he was going to be announcing.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I forgot about that.
this guy comes out to start the show. He's wearing like a sports jacket. Looks like you get at a restaurant when you don't have a sports jacket. And he's not Gary, and he's not even an announcer. An hour and a half into the show, the final match is about to come on. They announce, because of lateness and missing connections, he's been delayed, but here's Gary Delabate, star of The Private Part and producer of Stern Show. And he comes out, he's wearing a tuxedo, and he goes, welcome to Extreme Fighting, as if it just started.
It's over.
Well, he had
Everyone has been there for all the fights.
Yeah, he had a speech planned, and he wasn't going to break that
He
speech.
didn't know where to go in this.
Welcome to Extreme Fighting. I'm late.
I think he probably set his clocks back a week ago.
Does anybody have that? Do you have that on tape, Gary?
No, I actually don't.
Didn't I tell you to tape it so that I could have it here on?
Yeah, I don't get it. So
you don't get what?
I don't get Extreme
Fighting. Didn't you tell them? Didn't I tell you to ask them to have a tape ready so that I could air it today on the show?
No, I don't remember. I talked about this last
Of course.
week.
Strike two.
Wait, we're talking about this. You didn't even
before
know
we left.
Yeah,
before we left.
Doing this.
Yes, I did. I said if you're going to do the announcing, I want to play the announce on the air. I want to play it on the air.
You and I had this conversation last week.
Yes, absolutely.
When did we have?
Because somebody called in about Extreme Fighting, and you said you were doing it.
But you said this on the air, or you and I had a discussion off the air?
No, off the air. We had a discussion.
I swear I don't remember, Wolf. I swear.
Howard, there wasn't much to play. There's 5 seconds. He's out.
I announced 2 fights.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hear you announce.
Okay, yeah.
Can you give me a tape of it?
I'll have it for you by tomorrow.
Were you supposed to announce all of them?
Yeah.
Something wrong with your eye?
No.
One of your eyes is almost shut.
No, it's not.
Take a look at his face. Is there something wrong with him? Does it look like he's a beast thing?
I can hardly see him.
Baba Booey.
One of his eyes looks smaller today.
Yeah, right. What's going on with that? Wow. Hey, Fred, Jackie, look at him.
There's something. I don't know. Maybe you should kill me.
He's like retarded.
Is he still sleeping?
No, it's probably from tension.
I'm ready to defend waking up late. And then I got this guy on the phone. And then, but who's going to expect that you're going to make fun of my eye?
His left eye is shut.
Yeah.
He looks like Popeye.
No, seriously, do you know that your left eye is almost completely shut?
No, and I don't even, it doesn't feel funny or anything.
Oh, all right.
But hey, I'll go look.
And it's odd to look at because it's like...
I just go this way.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like he's half winking.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Star of the private part.
I feel fine.
Star of the private part. Wow, look at his eye.
Yeah, at least close the other one a little so they're even.
Yeah, no, the other one. The right eye, yeah. There you go. Now you look normal. So what happened this morning, boss?
First of all, Robin.
Hey, Gary, I want a tape of you extreme fighting. I want a tape of that.
Okay.
Somebody here at work has.
Take care of that.
All right. I want to hear you announce.
You've heard me announce before.
No, I want to hear it.
It's fine.
We want to hear it every time.
We want to hear it every time.
Okay.
Anytime you're doing something, I want tape of it.
Okay.
Okay. He doesn't know that.
Oh, yes, he does.
I really didn't think you cared.
What happened this morning? You forgot?
I did not.
I know this is not for air.
No, I did not say that. As usual, Grillo.
It's not for air.
As usual, Grillo mixes it up. I said I don't want to deal with this on the air. I didn't say this is not for air.
Oh, you don't want to deal with it on the air?
In other words, I knew.
So that means it's not for on the air.
I said I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this.
How could we not deal with it on the air?
Of course I knew. I was groggy. I woke up. I was just trying.
Gorilla, when he says you didn't want it on the air.
I don't want to deal with this on the air. I said, Steve, I don't want to deal with this on the air, please.
No, you said this is not for air. I swear you were groggy, but that's exactly what you said.
I'm not fodder.
I did not use that word.
I'm not fodder.
I absolutely knew to set the clocks. Okay.
Yeah.
I just listen. I have no excuse. I'm just.
You forgot to set your alarm.
Stupid things. I turn my alarms on. It's just that they're set for 8 o'clock this morning because that's what time I got up every day last week. So yeah.
In other words, after a week of not setting my clock, I forgot to set my clock.
I know there's something I'm supposed to do tonight, but
it's better than that. He set he had a special time to wake up during vacation. He didn't know vacation was over.
Of course I knew it was over.
Because he's still waking up at vacation time.
I woke up at 8 thinking it was still vacation.
So actually, I'm early.
Robin's giving me crap. The woman who once stuck her credit card in the bank machine and it ate it. She can't figure out what to do. But listen, it was very dumb. This is a dumb thing I did.
You're going to compare sticking a bank card in the card and it ate it, comparing that to not setting your alarm?
I don't ever remember sticking a credit card into a bank.
No, you wouldn't.
It's vacation.
It hurts the story.
It's vacation savings time. It's just amazing. Like
I'll set my alarm.
Every day for 5 days, I'll set my alarms for 8 o'clock. Now, you're going back to work.
I just forgot to set them back.
Okay.
No,
all right.
It's totally.
Well, you forgot to set something back.
Hey, Mary, what's different about tomorrow?
Do I need to do something different?
I have to go to work tomorrow. Let me just push this little button that wake me up at 8 o'clock.
And by the way, there's no way Jackie went to Amsterdam and didn't have a whore. There's no way. There's no way. I was sitting in my car. I went to slam on the brakes.
Well, then you would have been later.
Why did you say you were an hour behind?
I didn't say I was an hour behind.
You were an hour behind. You're an hour late.
No, I'm more than an hour late.
You're an hour late.
I get in at 5 o'clock.
Well,
2 hours
6 o'clock would have been okay, appropriate if you...
No, but it's not what's appropriate. It's how late I am.
So you're an hour late?
No,
What you say? It's 7 o'clock.
I get in at 5:30 on the dot every day. So about an hour, about 95 minutes late.
Okay.
I know you would love for me to be an hour late because then
you are an hour late. As far as I'm concerned, you should have been. I needed to see you at 6 o'clock, and now it's 7 o'clock. So you're an hour late to me. What can I tell you?
Did he still get the full fee for extreme fighting, or did they?
Why were you late for extreme fighting?
Forgot to set my clock.
No.
I was on 8 o'clock.
You want the long, boring story? Very simple.
Okay.
We got on a plane. The plane never took off. We left LaGuardia at 11:30. We're supposed to get into Des Moines, Iowa at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
The first plane never took off because there was mechanical difficulty. That was missing our first connection.
Right.
We got on the next plane. The next plane circled over Des Moines, or circled over St. Louis, but there were thunderstorms, so we had to land in Indianapolis.
Right.
That was missing the second connecting flight. And, I mean, Howard, how many planes go to Des Moines out of St. Louis a day? So the next flight we got us in at 9:15. I was, changing into my tuxedo in the cab on the way over.
Wow.
And, I got
busy man.
Everybody else made it on time.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, Thank you, Peter.
Okay.
Welcome to Extreme Fighting.
The people from Extreme Fighting were not upset.
Welcome to Extreme Fighting.
The thing is almost over. And he says, welcome.
Why would you welcome people? They've been watching all night.
I don't remember.
Is that all you said? Welcome to Extreme Fighting? Reenact it. Go ahead. What did you say? I'll give you some echo.
Welcome to Extreme Fighting. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our super heavyweight championship bout. And then you introduce the first fighter, walks in, and you say, he is the karate champion. He is a 1992 Olympic gold medalist.
I see. They give you stuff.
192 pounds, 5 feet 7 inches, and then some foreign name usually.
Welcome to Extreme Fighting.
He should have said, welcome me to Extreme Fighting.
Yeah, I am extremely late. I'm extremely late.
Because there were extreme thunderstorms.
Everything is extreme.
So where was this, in Des Moines?
Des Moines, yeah.
So is that the only place left on earth that the let guys beat the piss out of each other without any boxing gloves?
Yeah, that in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Pretty much
yeah,
it.
That's it, huh?
Yep.
Smart.